The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group. Hers Incorporated. Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. And Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this beautiful Friday night evening here in Paola, Kansas. We are live here from Panther Field for this Frontier League matchup between two rivals, the Paola Panthers and the Louisburg Wildcats. We are set for a beautiful evening here, a little warm, but it's going to be a fantastic time that we have between these two rivals. And as we've kind of set up the scene for you for a couple times now during our broadcast, it does not matter what the records of these two teams are. There's no blood lost between these two. There's no kindness showed between these two, and both teams are gonna lay it all out there. And so we are excited to bring you this action of this the first game for home for the Paola Panthers this evening. And we'll be going through a lot of things here in our pregame show. But I first want to hit our sponsors. So our presenting sponsor is Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. I also want to hit up our pregame show sponsor, Elliott Insurance Group. Pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at elliottInsuranceGroup.com. We'll be back with more from our pregame show right after this.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome back to the Elliott Insurance pregame show here from beautiful Panther Stadium here in Paola, Kansas. And going to preview the matchup a little bit here between these two teams. So as you know, for those of you that were either at Fort Scott last week or watched the Paola broadcast, a 1-0 win, final score 28-6. Really, honestly, it didn't even feel like it was that close of a game. As the band takes the field here, so you might have a little bit of a crowd noise, but get an opportunity to watch the Panther Pride band here. But what the Panthers were really able to do last week was just run the ball up and down the field, up and down the throats of the Tigers, and so it was a great showing by the Panthers, and really we hope we see the same thing this evening. Now on Louisburg's side, they had a little bit farther of a trip to travel. They traveled down to Rogers, Arkansas, about a 3-hour trip for them, and they unfortunately were not able to pull out the win late. Unfortunately for the matchup, not unfortunate if you're a Panthers fan. You always want Louisburg to lose on that side, but they were lost that game 20-16 very late. Were in the lead, was tied at halftime, had a lead late, and just gave that up there at the end. So they're looking for their first win of the year and looking for some fresh blood for these Panthers. And we've said this rivalry runs deep in the all-time series. Louisburg's trying to catch up as well. The Paola leads this series 24-16 overall, and so. They're always looking to get their leg up on the Panthers. And last year with the victory as well for the Panthers, 21-7, really not too close of a ball game there either. So we know Louisburg is going to come out and they are going to want blood. They are going to want to come out and dominate this game from the first snap of the ball until the very last snap of the ball. There's not going to be anybody taking anything easy in this matchup, Caleb.
No, not at all. Like you said, this is the ultimate rivalry in the Frontier League. It is the penultimate rivalry. It is the rivalry in the Frontier League, and it's been that way for, like you said, 40 years, 40 meetings between these two teams, and Paola's won 24 of them as we're getting ready for the national anthem here.
Great rendition of the national anthem there. Sorry to cut you short there, Caleb. Great rendition by the Panther Pride Band. But
it is what it is.
We will be back after this with some keys to the matchup and recapping last week's games a little more on your Elliott Insurance pregame show right after this.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Back here live from Panthers Stadium as the band is out on the field and the giant inflatable helmet.
Yeah.
You know it's high school football season when the inflatable helmets come out and everybody's ready for there's no better feeling as a player than to run through the giant helmet or run through the cheerleaders and onto the field. And so we are back here with our Elliott Insurance pregame show. And the pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Just dive a little bit deeper into that game and to recap the Fort Scott game last week for the Panthers. And so, Jed Osborne taking over. He had a great game. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 through the air as well. Multiple rushing out. He had the offense humming. He knew exactly what needed to happen. He knew exactly what Coach Smith wanted him to do. And they did a great job of being able to run the offense just the way they want. And when I say run the offense, we mean run the ball, because that's really what they dominated and did. They did throw a couple passes and caught the Tigers, off balance a couple times. But really, the run game was really what their bread and butter was for that one. So
and it's always been the bread and butter since I've been around, especially, and even back to when my uncle played, when my stepdad played back in those days, back in the 80s and 90s. It's still the same thing. Bread and butter, midline up the middle. Get the run game established, and then mix in a pass here and there, like you said, like the 60-yard touchdown that Jet threw last Friday. That came off after a debacle by Fort Scott, had first and goal down to the 10, and all of a sudden they went backwards, lost 30 yards, turned the ball over, gave the ball back to the Panthers at their own 40, and then boom, there goes the 60-yard pass down the far side. So as long as they can establish the run game, that still makes the defense respect that, so they come up more. That's when you go over the top with those passes.
Definitely. So after those 2 rushing touchdowns, like we said, Jed Osborne threw that long touchdown pass, that 60-yard touchdown pass to Jace Curley over the middle, and Fort Scott just was not expecting it. And then that was it for the first half. And in the second half, played on the brakes a little bit, had a fumble in the red zone and everything like that. But there was a rushing touchdown by Clayton Younger as well. There he got some good carries at fullback, and I'm sure we're going to see more of that this evening as well. Just to recap again on that Louisburg game, was in that game till halftime or after halftime, really till the end of the game. Tied 13-all at halftime. Ended up losing 16-20 to a 7A school down there in Arkansas. So Louisburg's coming in, and they expect to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely, as you should. And especially you want to stick it to your rival on the road, especially. Nothing's better as a high school athlete when you beat your rival in their building, on their field, in their house. They're going to be amped up for it. The Panthers just got to be able to match that intensity. And I know Coach Smith and the coaches will put that to the players. Hey, who cares about what happened last week? That's over with. It's about now. Big rivalry game. Time to stick it to them.
One game at a time, one game at a time. Now we're going to get to our keys of the game here. So as my heart is the former offensive and defensive lineman, obviously the first thing that I'm going to say is winning up front, dominating in the trenches. They were able to dominate Fort Scott, oversize them, overpower them in the middle of the field, and that's really where a lot of the success was for the Panthers, was just right between those tackles. Just they wanted it more than Fort Scott did, and I think that's going to be a big key to this game, is just winning up front and dominating the line of scrimmage for Louisburg on both sides of the ball. So they're not able to get started what they want on offense either.
Absolutely. And like you said, the game is always won in the trenches. Every single play is important on those trenches. If you miss one block, the whole play gets blown up. And then it derails your drive because it puts you behind schedule, puts you behind the sticks, and it makes it harder to sustain drives that way. So as long as you sustain some drives, sustain some cohesion, get some movement forward, you're going to have a lot of success. But if you go backwards and mistakes happen, because that happened a ton to Fort Scott last week, they put the ball on the ground like 10 times last week between offensive fumbles, fumbling kickoffs. That can't happen, especially in this rivalry game, because more times than not, the opposing team's going to take advantage of those mistakes.
You know, it's almost like Caleb and I talked about these keys to the game or something before, because that was leading right into my next key, is limiting those mistakes. And they were able to last week not really turn the ball over just that one time, that fumble deep, and that's something that they can't do here against a good Louisburg squad. And they were also able to limit the penalties as well. There was not a lot of penalties in the game. They played a pretty clean game for it being the first game of the year, when you expect a lot of mental mistakes for a lot of guys that didn't have a lot of experience on the Friday night field under those Friday night lights.
Exactly.
And so
those younger kids, those first game jitters, like, it's my first time on varsity team playing under the Friday night lights. You just want to make the best mistake possible, best person of you possible, and that's when mistakes usually happen. But like you said, the Panthers rarely had those mistakes last week. They had the fumble in the red zone last week that killed a drive when the Panthers were going to go in, make it 35-6. So little nuances here and there, but for 95% of that game, the Panthers were phenomenal last week. But that's behind us now. It's time to focus on tonight, rivalry game, bring it to them.
the last key for me on my side is just, can they win if they have to throw the ball? Because we know that Louisburg watched that film last week. We know that they watched and broke down how do we stop this running game of the Panthers, because that's their bread and butter. That's been their bread and butter for, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
And so can they win if they have to throw the ball? If the running game's not working, can they win? Can they still get that advantage on both sides of the ball if they if Louisburg's able to take away that run game and they have to throw the ball? And so as the Panthers get ready to take the field here, I want to go ahead and talk about some area matchups this week that we're kind of looking at, especially here in the Frontier League. A lot of Frontier League matchups this week. And so the first one, we've got Ottawa that's at home playing Baldwin tonight. We've got Bonner Springs going to Eudora tonight. Basler Linwood is going to Kansas City Piper. And to end the Frontier League, Spring Hill is going to Tonganoxie tonight. So all those are going to be good games. You know, anytime that there's Frontier League action, you want to throw those records out because you never know what's going to happen. All these teams are so comfortable with each other, and so they play each other every year. So they know what the other side's going to do.
Exactly.
Some other matchups around Kansas, some other big matchups. We've got St. Thomas Aquinas at Blue Valley North. We've got Wichita Mays over down at Andover Central, and we've got St. Mary's Colgan over at Girard. A little CNC matchup action. So a lot of different games we're going to be updating you the score on throughout our broadcast here. But we'll be back shortly here from our break, back to the Elliott Insurance pregame show.
Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Community Pharmacy Redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Louisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
That's going to bring it into our Elliott Insurance pregame show. And so the pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. We are shortly getting ready for kickoff here, and the Panthers did win the toss and deferred to the second half. Hoff, I don't know. There's some British in me tonight, I guess.
Need some cup of tea with that,
exactly. So the Panthers are ready to go here to kick off, and kicking off for the Panthers, it's going to be number 19, Hayden Warden. And we are ready and excited to go on this beautiful, little warm Friday evening, and the juices are flowing for everybody. The juices are flowing. And the kick is off. Kicks the ball to about the 10-yard line. Takes a little break in the action, and he's off. Number 17 for the Panthers on that return, Wyatt Holland, and he had a lot of grass there, and the Panthers are fired. The coaches are fired up a little bit on that. The special teams did not do exactly what they wanted to do, but we'll see if the Panthers defense can go out and have a stop here with the Louisburg in great field position.
Yeah, that wasn't a good start to the game for the Panthers. Kick team coverage got blocked pretty well there. Credit Louisburg on that. They got great field position just short of midfield, see if the Panther defense can bow their necks and get Louisburg off the field.
Starting on defense for the Panthers tonight, number 1, J.D. Troutman, number 3, Dylan Wagerman, number 5, Charles Zeller, number 10, Landon Taylor, number 20, Cooper Stanchfield, number 23, Lane Anderson, number 26, Clayton Younger. Breaking the action as Louisburg running back dives for a gain of about 5 yards. Number 57, Cale Murdoch, number 59, Brody Stewart, number 67, Eli Richmond, and number 75, Wayne Inman.
A good start for Louisburg there, a little 5-yard power play up the middle, and the Panthers stopped him before he could really get going, but he got about 3 or 4 yards before first contact.
On their heels a little bit to start this game here, not expecting that first drive there. A quarterback for Louisburg, Declan Battle, takes a snap, pitches outside to the running back, number 33, Lane Riles.
Good pursuit by the Panther defense on the right side over there. Looked like he was going to get the first down, but he was stopped 2 yards short. This is a big third down early in this game.
Big third down here for the Panthers. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2 for Louisburg and the Wildcats. You're good. Panthers line up for defense. Declan Battle underneath for Louisburg. Hands right back to the running back, and it does look like he's going to have enough to get that first down. The offensive line is kind of pushing the Panthers' defensive line around a little bit, getting a good shove up front there. Tackle's going to be number 75, Wade Inman, on that for the Panthers.
Yeah, Louisburg's definitely bringing it on this first drive, putting the Panthers on their heels, a little taste of their own medicine with these runs right up the middle, and the Panthers' defensive line's got to make some adjustments and start winning the battles up front because Louisburg's winning them right now.
Yeah, number 62, Jackson Rooney, lost his helmet on that one for Louisburg and went to the sideline. He was jacked up, ready to go. Battle under center for the Panthers. For the Wildcats, my mistake. Play action pass. Rolls out to the right side, hits the tight end. Nice tackle underneath by number 5, Charles Zeller. That was a really good tackle by Zeller, little ankle tackle there, because if he was not able to bring him down, he had a big gain for the Wildcats this evening.
Tremendous play by Zeller, like you said, limited that to a little 5-yard pass. It could have very easily been 20, 30 yards because there was nobody here on the near side past Zeller. Great open field tackle.
Zeller able to come up as the safety and make that play. Battle under center here in the I formation for the Wildcats. Takes a snap, hands back to number 23 outside, and he gets an edge on the outside on the left side. Chasing him out of bounds for the Panthers, number 10, Landon Taylor. But after a gain of about 4 yards for Louisburg, that's going to put them in third and manageable again.
Yeah, looked like Eli Richmond was there in the backfield, but he wasn't able to wrap up right away. The Panthers had him stopped for about a 3-yard loss, but he got away from Richmond and turned it into a 2-yard gain. And now it's another third and medium here, 3rd and 3. The Panthers need to bow their necks right here.
3rd and short here for the Louisburg Wildcats. As receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen, and the Wildcats in I formation. Battle under center, takes the pitch on the outside to the right side, and he breaks through. Looks like the ball almost came out, almost lost the ball on that. The runner for Louisburg, number 23, Riley Van Eaton. And Eaton was their bell cow back last week down at Rogers, Arkansas. Scored a touchdown there, their only touchdown actually that they scored down there. And so they're riding him this week as well.
Absolutely, and this is a perfect start for Louisburg right now. They've converted 2 third downs, and now they're driving deep into Panther territory here. Panthers need to toughen up here and get them off the field, get a stop.
Most successful plays so far for the Wildcats are those pitches on the outside, on the edges, able to get their athletes into space. Battle under center, takes a snap, fakes the pitch on the outside, looking deep for the number 2, the wide receiver on the outside, and makes a big catch inside the 5-yard line. And he is a big kid over there on the edge, and he just went up and got that one. Battle underthrew him a little bit, but Mason Dobbins was able to go up and make that catch over the Panther defender. Not too bad defended, able to recover in defense, but was just not quite able to get a finger on that. And that's going to put the Louisburg Wildcats inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal from a 4-yard line.
Yeah, nothing the Panthers can do there. The kid's 6'5" out there. He had 3 guys on him, but he made a tremendous play to pull that down. And now the goal
Panthers need to
for the
bow
Wildcats.
up, takes the snap, hands to the fullback, number 21 for Louisburg. Looks like he's
touchdown.
Just in, and that is going to be a Louisburg Wildcat touchdown. What a start for the Wildcats, as that's exactly what they were looking for. Touchdown for Louisburg is going to be up by number 21, Ashton Moore.
Absolutely. I mean, you couldn't draw up a better situation for Louisburg to start this ball game. They take the opening kickoff, convert a couple third downs, make a long pass play. Next play, get in the end zone. Panthers are up against it right here. The Louisburg has brought the energy. The Panthers need to match it.
Kick is up, and it is good for Louisburg. The kicking game is a strong point for them. They made 2 field goals last week as well as the extra point. And Louisburg is just off to a fantastic start. Kind of caught the Panthers on their heels a little bit. Definitely not what you want as the defensive coordinator coming out. You defer, hoping that your defense is going to get that big stop, and it really just started from the very beginning in that kickoff return of about 35 yards to start this ball game, and kind of had the Panthers on their heels. Only had them in a couple third down situations, but both of those were very short, and they were able to get the ball rolling. So the Panthers are going to need something on offense here to counteract what just happened to their defense, and also to be able to give the defense a little bit of a breather there. It is a warm evening here, and so the more that one unit is on the field, you're going to feel it for sure.
Absolutely, and like I said, this is an opportunity for the Panther offense now to match that intensity and go down and score yourself and get some momentum back for your team after Louisburg had a picture-perfect drive to begin the game there, going down the field in like 7 plays or 7-8 plays and score a touchdown in less than 4 minutes. So you know Louisburg's really feeling it right now, feeling themselves right now. The Panthers need to come back and counterpunch them right in the mouth and make a long drive of their own.
Back deep for the Panthers is number 2, Xander Meinig. Kicking off for the Louisburg Wildcats is number 33, Lane Riles. See if the Panthers can get a big play here in the return game. Kick is up and looks
offside
like
on Louisburg on the kick.
Might be a little offsides there, or wasn't quite ready.
No, it is offside.
It looks like it is going to be an offsides on Louisburg's on the left side of their line. A delay of game. My mistake, a delay of game. Did not get set up and was not ready yet. So it's going to give the Panthers a little bit better field position there. Now, Louisburg was able to kick that ball deep. You know, Lane Riles, he's got a big leg, and he kicked that thing deep for sure. And the Panthers coaching staff is telling Meinig to scoot back because
go back to the goal line.
He kicked the crud out of that one.
Yeah, no, he's definitely got a good leg behind him. He's going to go places because he certainly has the leg to be a college football Division I athlete because he really booted that one, like you said. But opportunity here now, backed him up 5 yards for not being ready to kick. So here we go.
Back to kick once again for Louisburg's Lane Riles. Back to receive for the Panthers is Xander Meinig. Kicks that one deep again. Going to be received by number 1, J.D. Troutman on the right side of your field. Makes a cut, unable to evade the tacklers as he is brought down at the 24-yard line.
A decent little return there from Troutman. Got about 20 yards on the return. So it sets up the Panthers in decent field position right around the 25-yard line. So see if the Panthers can get the offense going here and shove it up Louisburg's you-know-what. And
yeah, be careful there, Paola guy.
I know it.
I know this is rivalry season, but you got to be politically correct here.
I know it.
Osborne under center, Younger in the outside, and there looks like there might be. I think he was. Oh, he fumbled on the play, and there was a missed snap there between Osborne and the center.
Now that was a weird call because they gave it to Louisburg, but it was Jet Osborne with the ball down at the bottom of the pile. So they must have had possession, and then Jet turned it or pulled it away late.
Coach Smith wants wants an explanation here from the White Hat, as he's not sure exactly what happened on that play, and we're not really exactly sure what happened either. It's going to be a first time out for the Panthers, so Coach Smith can get a little bit of an explanation here. But just a horrendous start, just a disaster for the Panthers, as it looked like they had really something going there. But they had Younger on the outside on the sweep to this side, but just fumbled the ball on that, and it just was not able to get it going. And so the Panthers are going to be backed up in their own territory again here.
Yeah,
on their side of the field, with Louisburg having great field position here at the 23-yard line and a lead already 7-0 with 8:12 left here in this first quarter. So Panthers defense needs to bow up a little bit here to be able to resist the Louisburg offense.
Yeah, absolutely. The defense needs to bow up here and make a stop and get the ball back to your offense after that colossal mistake. After Louisburg went down the opening possession, and then you gave it away on the next
battle
series.
In the shotgun for Louisburg. Steps back to pass, looking for the big tight end, number 10, and looks like he is just short. Big tight end, number 10, Mac Newell, and he is a big time target, and Battle was able to put it only in the only place he could reach it, and just a mismatch really there with the linebackers. There's not quite a linebacker that's big enough to be able to cover that tight end, and there's a perfect ball by Battle, and it's going to put the Louisburg Wildcats right inside the 1-yard line there. First and goal right inside the 1.
Lewisburg definitely has the clear size advantage at the skill position players here. Panthers are going to be up against it here.
Battle under center. Takes a snap, hands off to the fullback, and looks like he just gets in. He didn't need much, folks. There's a pretty good stop by the Panthers, but it just was not quite able to resist them from getting into the end zone. So that's going to put the Wildcats up 13-0 here in the first quarter with 7:52 left. Point after attempt is coming for number 33, Lane Riles.
Yeah, just a bummer start for the Panthers right now. 2 touchdowns in a little over 4 minutes for the Wildcats.
A fumbled snap on that. Coming back to make a play. Able to make a tackle in the backfield. So hopefully that gives the Panthers offense a little bit of momentum here to be able to get back into this game. And so that's going to take the Louisburg lead 13-0 here in our first quarter, like we said, with 7:52 left. And the Panthers really just haven't been able to get out of their own way. With the opening kickoff return that was taken more, a couple missed tackles there. Some missed tackles as well on that first possession, and just not quite playing up energy-wise. It feels like the energy's a little bit down for the Panthers. The Louisburg came out and kicked him in the mouth, and we'll see how the Panthers are able to respond here to be able to hopefully get back into this ball game. Loads of time left here in this first quarter to still get back in it. But
no need to panic whatsoever if you're the Panthers right now. Now, obviously, Louisburg's got the money mo right now, scoring 2 touchdowns in just over 4 minutes while you fumbled your only offensive play so far. But need to settle down, slow things down, get some momentum back. You're still very much in this game, like you said. No need to panic as of yet.
Xander Meinig back for the Panthers. Kicking off again for Louisburg is Lane Riles, number 33. Big leg booted it to about the 4-yard line this last time. Kickoff again, big boot. Kicks it to about the 1. Meinig returns it. Has a little bit of a crease, and runs right into a Wildcat tackler. And it looks like there is a penalty flag on the play. Looks like that one has a potential to go Louisburg's way.
I think this is going to be 15 yards added to the end of the play here. I think got a little bit of a face mask on the tackle.
Yeah, on the block actually, I think is where that was at, on the little extracurricular activity after the block on that one.
Yeah, the way the referees are talking, this might be against the Panthers. If that's the case, it'll be back
here.
inside the 10-yard line. And it is. It's holding on the kickoff.
Holding
on
on the Panthers.
So that's going to back them inside the 10-yard line. Panthers with a long, long way to go.
Had a couple drives last week of 90-plus yards for the Panthers, so let's see if they can get something going and just get something good happening. First down, we really talked about limiting those mistakes, and one of the keys to the game, and so far already, a couple big mistakes from the Panthers side. So they'll get things under control here, and we'll see what happens with this offensive possession. Osborne under center for the Panthers in the I formation. Handoff left side, actually a play-action pass. Nice catch on the outside by number 10. Good catch and run by number 10, Landon Taylor, and he carries some Louisburg defenders with him as well. That's going to be about a 20-yard gain for Landon Taylor. Fooled everybody. I expected the run as well, especially inside the 10-yard line, not wanting to make another mistake, but fooled the Louisburg the best, which was really what happened. Taylor was able to make that catch on the left side, break that initial tackle. It was pretty good coverage, but able to run then and get a gain of about 20 yards. So great start here to this drive for the Panthers.
A little momentum there for the Panthers. Now let's see if they can continue it with that tremendous catch and run. Like you said, avoiding the first tackler on the far sideline.
Osborne under center, Younger behind him, wide receiver up top, as well as the wingback handoff, fake handoff right in the. Oh, and he puts the ball on the ground again.
Looks like the Panthers got it
Looks
back.
like the Panthers were able to get that one, but.
And Jet's hurt. He's holding
Jet
his hand.
Osborne is holding his hand. It does not look great on that side. He had a couple yards, and then somebody came in late, put the helmet right on the football, right on his hand, it looks as well, and was able to knock that ball loose, but the Panthers were able to fall on to that one.
Yeah, major break for the Panthers there. You didn't want to turn it over on the second series.
Osborne under center, two receivers on the bottom side of your screen. Takes a pass, drops back, and wasn't quite ready for it.
What a catch.
And Osborne got planted, but a fantastic catch by Charles Zeller. And so another key to the game is if they can stop the run, are they going to be able to pass? And really that's been their most success so far, is a couple passing plays for the Panthers. So
that was a tremendous play by Zeller. Jet Osborne had to get that ball away because he had a man in his face right away. Zeller wasn't even out of his route yet, but he was able to adjust and make a tremendous catch and get a first down.
Osborne under center again, two receivers bottom of your screen. Takes a pass, looks for the bubble, looks for the go then. Nice play by Jace Curley on the outside.
Wow.
What a throw and catch. And Curley hits the top of his helmet because he went over the Wildcat defender to get that one. Great play by Jace Curley and a great ball as well by Jet Osborne. The hit on the hand obviously is not hurting him as they've gone to the air twice since that's happened.
Tremendous catch by Curley, even better throw.
Osborne under center again. Pitch outside to Younger. Pitch on the outside. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 4 yards.
Hey, that'll work. That's a positive gain. You're ahead of the chains. Now it's second and medium. Nice little run by Younger, a little 3 or 4 yard pickup. Keep the line moving.
Looks like that is going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Looking over to the sideline, Osborne under center again. Going quick here already in the hard count to try to draw Louisburg off sides, but not quite able to get it. Looking at the coach, trying to make the play call the audible. Looks like he's making the audible here. Bottom of your screen, two receivers, Osborne under center, Younger behind him. Osborne takes a snap, hands off to Younger right up the middle, and those little legs are churning. Nice run for Clayton Younger.
About another 3 or 4 yard pickup. That's what you want to do as an offense, get 3-4 yards at a time. It'll get you right down the field.
It's going to put you in a great position. That puts them in a 3rd and short here, about a 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. Obviously, this is going to look like 2 down territory if they're not able to get it here on 3rd down, being down 2 scores already. But Panthers are going to get it here and not have to worry about that problem.
Right. That's right.
Osborne under center, takes a snap, follows Younger right up the middle, and it looks like he might have enough, and he does have enough for your Panthers' first down.
Yeah, he needed 3, and he got 5. Keeps the line moving. Panthers inching in on the red zone.
Was able to run that little quarterback follow play right behind Younger. Younger cleared a path for him, was able to get that 5 yards he needed.
This is a big-time drive answer by the Panthers right after Louisburg punched you in the mouth twice with 2 scores in 4 minutes. This is a big-time answer by the Panthers. They need to finish it.
Looking over to the sideline, Panthers here to get the play call. One receiver at the top of your screen, tight end to the bottom. I formation, Younger and Charles Zeller in the backfield. Handoff to Younger right up the middle, and it is stuffed in the inside. Big-time tackle by the tight end on the other end, who almost got that touchdown pass, number 10 for Louisburg, which is going to be Mac Newell. And he was able to dive in, playing that in position, was able to dive in and cut off Younger on that one.
And that's the second time in the game that number 62's helmet for Louisburg's come off during the series.
It's been a problem so far.
Need to get it tighten that chin strap up.
Panthers back on offense here. Receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen. Younger at fullback and Zeller behind him at running back. Osborne takes a snap, looking on the outside. It looks like it is going to be a catch on the outside by number 7, Isaiah Whitley. Nope, my mistake. Number 7, Jasper Logan. Wrong sheet there.
the sophomore receiver in Jasper Logan. Big time
catch. Is going to make it 3rd and 1 here. Panthers hurry up to the line, and there's going to be loads of room there. Just caught the Wildcats sleeping on that. And that's going to be a first down again for your Panthers.
Just outside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Are going to be able to pick up another first down here before they score, but Panthers under center again. Jed Osborne, receiver at the top and bottom of your screen, takes a snap, looking 7's way again, a little bit short on that one.
Complete from Osborne. Intended target was number 7, Jasper Logan, and back in coverage was number 20, Wade for the Wildcat defense.
Crazy clipping going on here.
A little bit of feedback for sure.
Wonder if it's that field mic.
So we're back here with the Panthers on offense. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Osborne under center. Younger at fullback and Zeller behind him in the running back position. Osborne gets under center. Hard cadence, takes the snap to his right side, fakes the
wheel route.
Play action pass on the outside. And it was a pretty good ball. Had to put a little bit of air underneath it so that the wide receiver, number 10, Landon Taylor, could get underneath that, but was unfortunately broken up by the Wildcat defender.
Back in coverage, an excellent job.
Unfortunate there for the Panthers. Landon Taylor was there, just got it knocked away out of his hand.
Panthers looking here for a 3rd and long, just outside their 10-yard line, about the 12.
Still sounds all right. And we're sorry if we're getting a little interference here. Little.
Crowd is loud and ready to go. Osborne under center again, takes the snap, fakes the handoff right down the middle to the tight end, and it is a Panthers touchdown! Landon Taylor for the touchdown for the Panthers, and what a drive. What a drive, exactly what the doctor ordered for the Panthers to be able to drive down the field. We said there was going to need to be a 90-yard drive, was able to really do that and make that drive happen through the air, and so the Panthers are going to try to kick this extra point to make this a 6-point ball game.
Big time answer. That's huge. Huge momentum boost there for the Panthers. Kick is good.
Kick is good for number 19, Hayden Warden.
13, the Panthers 7.
Panthers are back in this ball game. That's a huge 91-yard drive right there.
And we will be back right after this.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
We're back here live, and Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawly. It just works. Go Brawly is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawly. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawly.com. Panthers kicking off here to Louisburg. Short kick. Like you almost called for the fair catch, but not quite. Oh, big time hit there in the middle of the field by the Panthers, number 31. Wow, what a hit by Max Perry on that one. And I don't even know if Perry was quite expecting to make that hit or not. He kind of just ran into him. And it was a big-time hit by Perry.
That was a smack right there. The Panthers got the life now. They got Money Mo on their side. See if the defense can make a stand right here and get the ball back to your offense, who's humming after that 91-yard drive.
A little bit of momentum here for the Panthers to cut this thing to 13-7 with 3:13 left here in the first quarter. Louisburg back in the shotgun, actually in the pistol here. Running back behind him. Battle taking the snap here. Takes snap, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Looks
Penalty.
like it's going to be a
lined up offsides
penalty on the Panthers.
Panthers were lined up in the neutral zone.
Looks like a neutral zone infraction on that one.
Just another mental mistake by the Panthers. That's 3 now in the game. 2 fumbles. They got 1 back, and now a pre-snap penalty gives Louisburg 5 free yards.
Yeah, not what you want to do on first down with making it 1st and 5, but Battle here is in the pistol. Takes a snap, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Takes the running back, takes the snap, and a couple fans here in the crowd wanted to hold on the outside. Wasn't not so sure about that one, but the running back was able to bounce outside for a short gain. That's number 23, Riley Van Eaton for the Wildcats, and was able to bounce outside only for a gain of about 2 yards, but that does put him in 2nd and 3rd because of that first down penalty.
Because of that penalty, instead of 2nd and 8, it's now 2nd and very short, 2nd and 3. Lewisburg definitely ahead of schedule. The Panthers need to make a tackle for a loss and get Lewisburg back on their heels.
I'd expect Lewisburg to maybe think about taking a shot here, especially with the short down distance.
I mean, you got the 2 tall boys on the left side of the line over there.
Yep, you've got the loaded package both on the outside. Everybody spread out, spreads the running back out as well, looking deep for the tight end. Has to check down to the running back, number 23, Van Buren. Makes this on the outside, makes a great little move, little jig on the outside. And it's going to be a big-time gain, a gain of about 18 yards for the Louisburg Wildcats. And that was a great little catch and run by Riley Van Eaton. And the Panthers had the slot covered up with the tight end, but just a little check down, had the check down covered as well, just not quite able to make the tackle on Van Eaton. But
just good defense by the Panthers, just even better play by Van Eaton to get around the tackle.
Battle back under center for Louisburg. He takes the snap. Van Eaton right down the middle. Plunged on the right side. Going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Tackle by number 26. In on that tackle is number 26, Clayton Younger.
Panthers still getting beat up front. Panthers need to push up the middle and stone the running backs in the hole. Getting a little bit too much forward momentum from Louisburg. Panthers on their heels a little bit. Need to bow up and start pushing back on the line there.
2nd and about 7 for the Louisburg Wildcats. Battle back under center. Van Eaton behind him. 2 receivers up top, tight end, and a receiver on the bottom of your screen. Fake pitch to the outside, looking for the deep ball, little comeback route. Able to hit looks right at the tight end underneath, and had the tight end open. The tight end just took his eye off the ball a little bit. Mac Newell took his eye off the ball and was not able to bring that one in. So fortunately for the Panthers, that's going to put Louisburg into a 3rd and 7 here.
And it's the longest 3rd down Louisburg's had in the game so far. Louisburg's 2 for 2 on 3rd downs so far in this game. This is a big series, right? This is a big down for that Panther defense.
Big time down for the Panthers here. Let's see if they can get off the field and get back on offense is what they're looking for. 3 receivers at the top of your screen, 2 on the bottom. Battle takes a snap, hand off to Van Eaton there in the middle, and it looks like that one's going to come back. There was a holding on the outside there.
Yeah, it's got a big break.
On Louisburg. Van Eaton didn't really have a whole lot of room on the outside, and one of their outside receivers got a little bit more jersey, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely coming back. That's a big-time break for the Panthers. So now it'll be 3rd and 18, back in their own territory. Now the Panthers are definitely bringing the pressure here. Still got to be careful of the deep ball. Don't want to get beat in front of you. You don't want to get beat behind you. Keep everything in front and rally to the tackle.
Definitely need to be sound, as Louisburg has shown that Newell and Mason Dobbins are both big-time receivers and are able to go up and get the ball. So,
and I expect nothing less than to go to one of them right here.
Battle in the pistol. Van Eaton behind him.
And going to have whistles.
So it's going to be a timeout for Louisburg.
Timeout on the field. Louisburg's first charge, team timeout.
We're going to stay here. We got 58 seconds left here in our first quarter, and been kind of up and down for the Panthers so far. Have a big opportunity here to get off the field. For those that missed maybe the first couple drives, Louisburg got the kickoff, got a great return, got up to about the 40-yard line, and was able to just drive down the field seamlessly and score a touchdown, no problem really, from the Panthers. Panthers got the ball back deep in their own territory and had a fumble. And then the Louisburg was able to score the second play after that fumble. That brings us to those 13 points. And then the Panthers, this last drive, shot themselves in the foot again with a penalty, but were able to drive the field 90 yards and score that touchdown to bring this game within 6 points here with 58 seconds left in the first quarter.
And like I said, this is a big third down right here. It's 3rd and 19 for the Wildcats at their own 43.
Big-time opportunity. A little bit different formation here for the Louisburg Wildcats.
And they had a little confusion trying to line up before that last timeout.
3 receivers at the top of your screen. Battle is getting ready to take the snap in the pistol. Takes the snap, looking deep, obviously, for his big target. And it's going to be intercepted by the Panthers. Number 10.
Landon Taylor's having a quarter.
Landon Taylor with the interception, and he thought,
There is a flag, though, at midfield here.
There is a flag on this play. Let's see what this penalty is. It looks like it could be in the area of maybe a holding or a grab. Maybe it was after the play.
It's going to be against.
It's going to be a block in the back on Louisburg. Interesting call on that one, but
well. They're backing,
they were backing up, so maybe it was
backing us up.
It was on the block in the back. That was on the return for the Panthers. So Panthers maintain possession of the ball here. Honestly, really kind of a punt for Louisburg.
Pretty much.
On that 3rd and long play. But either way, Panthers get the ball back here with 47 seconds left in the first quarter.
And what a last few series of plays for Landon Taylor. He catches the touchdown and now has an interception. The Panthers have momentum now with the ball, down 6.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Under center, Younger with the snap on the outside. Not able to
got away a little
quite
bit.
Breaking up, but was able to get away, break a couple tackles there because he was initially stopped right at the line, but was able to at least gain about a yard on that one for Clayton Younger. The Louisburg Wildcats had that pitch outside sniffed out. They knew what was coming on that. That was a play that had a lot of success for the Panthers last week, so they knew that one was coming.
A good run by Younger just to get back to the line of scrimmage and gain yard because he was back in the backfield for about a 2 or 3 yard loss on that play, but he's able to keep the legs turning and turn a loss into a gain.
Osborne back under center with the fullback Younger and that tailback so far, Landon Taylor. Looking to pass the ball on the outside. Oh, looked like a little early contact there for the Wildcats. It's going to be a little early contact there by number 20 of the Wildcats, Carson Wade.
And he knew it right away. He saw the flag and dipped his head. It's like, yeah, I'm guilty of that. Big break for the Panthers. That's now 1st and 10 up near the 40.
It is going to be enough for a first down for the Panthers here, it looks like. A little pass interference, 15-yard penalty. It's going to put the Panthers at the 41-yard line.
That's likely the last play of the
quarter. Looks like that's probably going to be it for our first quarter. As soon as the time runs out here.
It may be it might be a free play here, but we'll see if the official. Yeah, Panthers are going to get one play off.
The Panthers are going to get one more play here with 1.9 left. Osborne under center. And a hard count almost.
Got him.
Did get on the outside. Got the hard count on the D end outside for Louisburg. And we saw Osborne do that last week. Was not quite able to draw very many, but was able to draw a big one there. That's going to put the Panthers at 1st and 5 here with this free play before the end of the first quarter.
Absolutely. Tremendous hard count and good awareness by the offensive line to know the snap count, not jump and get a free 5 yards. Panthers took a shot from Louisburg early in this game, but they have countered.
Osborne under center, takes a snap, hands off to the follow. Actually, quarterback follows Clayton Younger on the left side of the line.
Just short of the first
Looks
down.
like he's just going to be short of the first down, but was able to get about 3.5 yards on that first down play. So that's going to end our first quarter here with Louisburg leading 13-7, but the Paola Panthers driving. We'll be back shortly live here on Paola Sports Live.
Touchdown, Louisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit gobrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes! You two really need to get Go Brawley.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back here live with the Panthers, takes a snap, Osborne, and hits to the right in the middle of the scene. Landon Taylor breaks it for a touchdown for the Panthers.
Unbelievable. Landon Taylor, 2 touchdowns in the first half. The Panthers have come back to tie the game and have a chance to get the lead.
Didn't even know what to say there for Landon Taylor as he just was able to break free wide open. Nobody covered him on the Louisburg defense, and he just ran the seam and scored a touchdown of about 40 yards.
And how about this? 2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, a little bit of a slow snap. Holder was able to contain that, and that's going to be your first lead of the game for the Panthers, 14-3. They've been able to take that Louisburg Wildcat punch at the beginning of the game and come back and lead this ball game right here at the start of the second quarter. It was looking kind of bleak, honestly, for the Panthers in that first quarter. We said there's loads of time, plenty of time left.
Absolutely.
And have taken that punch and actually retaken that lead. Let's see if Louisburg is able to have something after that, after the highs of those 2 scores.
Absolutely.
And bringing down low again. Just 2 fantastic drives by the Panthers, and a lot of that has been through the air, which is something that we talked about in our keys to the game, is if they are able to, if Louisburg can take the run away, can they get those yardage? Can they get down the field passing the ball? So far, they've been able to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, I mean, Jed Osborne's got to be nearing 100 yards, if not over 100 yards passing, and you never hear that from a Paola quarterback ever. But it's been working. Why break it now? Just a 51-yard seam route right to Landon Taylor, and just broke free. Nobody around him. Panthers with the first lead of the game.
Gorgeous play. Back deep for Louisburg's number 5, Hunter Heinrich. Short kick. It's number 34. Fumbles it a little bit. Takes the ball outside the 20. And he has a little bit of a seam. Kicker makes a good tackle on that play. The kicker was the last option on that, and the Panthers have had a little bit of trouble here on the kickoff return, especially with a really good kick and a fumbled little
the kick return
catch on that. But
kick coverage team has not been very good for the Panthers in this first half. Even off a muff, Louisburg's able to spring one, nearly broke it to the house, but fortunately for the Panthers, the kicker saves the touchdown. The defense is up against it again as Louisburg Wildcats have great field position once again.
Back here with the Wildcats on offense, 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Takes the pitch outside to Van Eaton, breaks a tackle on the right side, breaks 2 tackles on the right side, finally is driven out of bounds by the Panthers. Number 5. Looks like that's going to be Charles Zeller on the tackle there, the safety. And he made a couple guys miss on the outside. Linebackers were in position both times. They had an opportunity to get him in the backfield, but Van Eaton with those quick hips, able to flip those and get on the outside. That's going to bring a 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats, and they're staying ahead of schedule here. Really, the only time they've been off schedule is that long penalty that they had there at the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, Louisburg's able to do whatever they want offensively. The Panther defense is on their heels.
Battle in the pistol. Takes a snap. Van Eaton in motion outside. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
It's going to be a false start on
shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Looks like on the left side of the line, a false start there. Maybe on the tackle, number 51.
Having a confrontation here. Haven't made a
Not
signal
so
yet.
Sure yet.
I thought for sure it was going to be a
The
false
side
start.
judge on the Panthers sideline was the one that made that call.
He had a flag on both sides. Both line
Both
judges.
line judges made that call.
Through the penalty. Louisburg's backing up, but still no signal yet.
No signal yet from the officials. Looks
Might be on the
like
Panthers.
that one is going to be on the Panthers.
Yep, we lined up offside
and
again.
After talking about it, they discussed that one for a little bit there, Caleb. You know, if you would have thought that the flag was called, it might have been just the offsides penalty. But that's going to give a first down for Louisburg and the Wildcats, and so that's on moves to the Panthers side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Panthers' 45-yard line. Battle in the shotgun with Van Eaton on the outside, looking deep. Cut down to Van Eaton again, able to break a tackle, able to break 2 tackles, able to break 3 tackles, and then a host of Panthers bring him down.
Yeah, the tackling is not good right now for the
big
Panthers.
Tackle, the finishing tackle is by number 67, Eli Richmond on that one. There is a flag, though.
Flag on the far side. This could be against
behind the
Louisburg
line
here.
of scrimmage for Louisburg. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster here. Let's see what the penalty is here. It is going to be holding on the Wildcats. That's going to push them back. It's going to make it 1st and 20.
Well, this series of downs has been sloppy. Back-to-back penalties, one by the Panthers, now one against the Wildcats. And now it's 1st and 20. It'll be 10 yards from the spot, so 1st down and 22 for the Wildcats back at their own 43.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Panthers here to when things looked a little bit bleak, especially with a couple of those missed tackles and a good gain on 1st down. It's going to bring it to about a 1st and 22 here for the Louisburg Wildcats.
Panthers do need to show up some tackling.
Battle and pistol. Van Eaton behind him. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Takes a snap, looking for Van Eaton again, and why wouldn't you? He's been the guy with all the moves tonight. Breaks a couple tackles, makes a couple guys miss, but he was...
Ball's out.
I think he was on the ground before that one, but...
No signal yet.
Looks like there's no signal. The line judge is going to call him down on that one. Looks like that was the correct call on that, being as his knee was down before he lost that ball, but Van Eaton was able to pick up a lot of that yardage they just lost and bring this to a 2nd and 10, and that's really been a lot of their main offense. Obviously, they've hit a couple long bombs, from the tight end and the wide receiver, but Van Eaton on the outside is very quick. When you get him in space, he's hard to bring down. He's missed a lot. He's broken a lot of tackles, made a lot of guys look a little silly on the Panthers' defense this evening. But battle back in the pistol, Van Eaton behind him. Actually, not Van Eaton behind him, my mistake. Battle takes a snap, speed option on the right side, and is tackled for about a 4-yard gain. It's going to put the Wildcats at the 41-yard line of the Panthers. It's going to,
depending what Louisburg does here, this could be 4-down territory.
3rd and 6 for the Wildcats from the Panthers' 41-yard line. Panthers need to bow up a little bit here. I would honestly expect Louisburg to go back to Van Eaton, as he's been the one that's been able to break those tackles. Look, maybe a little pitch play outside or a little.
He's still on the sideline, though.
Van Eaton is not on the field. Looks like there's a sideline warning on the outside. This game's gotten a little flag happy, folks.
No harm, no foul as of yet. It happened last week. The Panthers got called for a sideline warning. The first offense is no penalty. It's just a warning. And then there will be a penalty the next time it happens. So this is a big 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. Depending on what they get here, it could be 4-down territory for the Wildcats.
Big time 3rd down here for both teams, really, to keep the momentum going for Louisburg and then as well for the Panthers. Back in the pistols, battle with him is number 21, Ashton Moore. 2 receivers at the bottom. Moore goes in motion on the right side, takes a snap, throws to the big tight end, big time hit right there in the middle of the field by the linebacker, number 59,
short.
Brody Stewart. He is going to be short of that 1st down.
It's definitely going to be 4-down territory, though, as they need just half a yard to keep the drive going. And Louisburg's size, the Panthers are going to have to really pack the box and really stuff the running back in the hole here if they want to get off the field.
And number 10 on the catch for that for Louisburg, Mac Newell. And it is going to be a 4th and about a half yard, maybe.
You do need to watch the ball here in case Louisburg tries to go hard count on you.
Definitely. The Louisburg has not gone too heavy here. Looks like they are in the I formation. Van Eaton is back in at running back, receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen. Battle takes the snap and a little play action pass, and he's got Van Eaton. Battle has forever with the blocking out in the middle, and it is going to be a Louisburg Wildcat touchdown, and just absolutely fooled the Panther defense, as everybody was expecting, just a short little dive up the middle. Not only did Battle have the wide open area to run, but he also had number 21, Ashton Moore, available to throw to as well. And so that's going to be it's going to put the Wildcats back up 19-14, pending the point after attempt. But
they're going to go for 2 to try to
looks
get
like they are going to try
back
to
that they
get
missed
that
on the second touchdown.
Chase that point there.
It's a little too early, in my personal opinion, to be chasing points right now. But if you get it, then it works.
Battle back under center. Takes a snap, pitch on the outside to Van Eaton. It's been a pretty good recipe for them, and he gets in. So that's going to make up for that missed extra point and bring this margin back to 7 points here. And just a pretty good stop by Paola, and had him in a 4th and short opportunity, and just kind of fooled everybody in the stadium. Everybody was expecting for that short little dive, maybe a handoff to Van Eaton or something, and they just fooled the entire stadium and ran a little naked bootleg action with the tight end right there, able to block for him. It was supposed to be a pass, but nobody went with the bootleg, able to block for him, and able to score a 35-yard touchdown for the Panthers. And that's going to put not for the Panthers, my mistake, for the Wildcats. Going to put the Panthers down 21-14.
And like we said pregame, this is going to be a battle, and it's been entertaining to say the least in the first 16 minutes of this ball game. 5 touchdowns combined in the first 15 minutes.
Back deep for the Panthers, returning this one is number 2, Xander Meinig. Kicking is 33, Lane Riles for the Wildcats.
Boomer.
Kick is deep again. Meinig going to return that one, and he fumbles the snap on that one.
That
Looks
took
like
a
he
bad bounce. Panthers
got
it
back on that one, but that one bounced right off his shoulder pad, bounced forward, but then took a Panther bounce off of one of the blockers, and Meinig was able to get back on that ball. So the Panthers put the ball on the ground here a couple times. Too many times, really. Third time
they put the ball on the turf. Fortunately, they've gotten it back twice. That's one of those what, as a kick returner, is your nightmare. You muff it, and then all of a sudden it starts rolling forward away from you, and that ball can go anywhere after that. Fortunately, the Panthers got the bounce.
Panthers inside their own 20-yard line here, 1st and 10. Osborne under center, looks for the audible, makes the audible. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Tight end as well. Tight end at the top of your screen. Look for another audible here for Jed Osborne.
Panthers got to hurry down to 3 on the play
Osborne
clock.
takes the snap, hands off to Younger right in the middle. And nothing doing for Younger there on the right side. Tried a little trap play, was unable to trap the defensive tackle, and made the play on that. It's going to be 2nd and long, 2nd and about 9.5 for the Panthers.
Yeah, just nothing there up the middle. Louisburg clogged the middle of the hole there. Not much Younger could do there.
Same formation here for the Panthers. Jed Osborne about to be under center. Younger, fullback behind him. Tight end and 2 wide receivers here at the bottom of your screen. Osborne takes the snap, fakes to Younger. Looking way deep for Landon Taylor. Unfortunately not able to make that play on the outside.
Late penalty flag. There is a late penalty flag down here on the near side. They're going to get Louisburg for PI again.
Get another pass interference on Louisburg.
Looked like it was a late penalty flag, but it's going to benefit the Panthers immensely here. Instead of 3rd and basically 10, now you get a new series of downs with that pass interference penalty. Unless they wave it off.
Another discussion here. Another discussion here by the officials. There's been a couple of those this evening.
Yeah, been a couple.
It's been group discussions tonight. No individual work. Group discussions. Looks like it's going to be a holding call on that. Okay.
Still going to be a first down. As they're going to
move this ball up. I think that is not going to be a first down.
It's
going to be second and real short here.
No automatic first downs in high school.
My mistake.
I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that.
Second and 4 here for the Panthers. Here at the top of your screen. Jed Osborne takes.
And now
getting ready to take the snap, but
more whistles.
Officials blow their whistles again.
They're going to say first down. They're going to give the Panthers a first down.
They are.
They have white hat signaled first down. And he's violently looking over at the chains to say, move them chains down. I signaled first down. Move them.
Louisburg coach on the other side is not too thrilled about what's been happening here and is having a chat as well from across the field with the officials.
Well, it's been a confusing second quarter, especially the last 2 or 3 drives of this game. A lot of penalties, a lot of whistles, a lot of huddles for these officials. It's been rough for the officials in this first half, as they're still
discussing this one here. And looks like he's going to go have a discussion with the head coach of the Louisburg Wildcats.
We're getting a little bit of interference once again. Field might get a little hot.
Big crowd here tonight for this rivalry game. Is not only do the Panthers have a good-sized student section, but on the other side of the field, as you might be able to see in some of our shots, Louisburg brought a lot of students over as well for this rivalry. This 15 minutes away from each other,
right.
You expect both sides to have a good crowd.
And after all that, it's a first down.
After all that, we are going to get a Panther first down. So first down here for the Panthers from their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Osborne goes under center. Younger behind him. 2 slot backs, wide receivers as well. Filler goes in motion. Takes the snap right up the middle. Able to gain a few yards. Looks like gain about 4 yards there.
That was a good tackle by Louisburg. The hole was there, but they filled it immediately and stopped Younger right in his tracks. But, like you said, it is a solid 4-yard pickup for Clayton Younger.
Yeah, it was a great tackle there by Jis Hovey for Louisburg. Panthers getting ready to take the snap again back here under center for Osborne. Receiver at the top of your screen and the bottom. Younger behind him. Looking to make an audible here. Osborne under center. Motion as well. Right back up the middle. Looks like he decides to keep that time. A little triple option action, and he is just demolished by a bunch of Louisburg defenders, specifically number 51, Nathan Vincent, on the tackle there for the Louisburg Wildcats. But
not much the Jed Osborne could do there. Louisburg had both plays covered. They had the running back stuffed immediately, and then Osborne couldn't go anywhere. He was able to get a couple out of that and make it 3rd and medium.
Third and about 5 here for the Panthers. Osborne under center again, same formation. Looks back to pass. Finds outside Jace Curley on the outside. Looks like he is going to pick up enough for a first down. That was just a nice little button hook or comeback route by Curley on the outside, and he was wide open as the corner was able to give him about 5-6 yards of cushion, afraid that he was going to run by them again. And so Curley, with his speed that they was shown on the film last week,
they play that soft to coverage. It's there.
Gave him the cushion and was able to pick up the yardage needed for a first down. It's going to put the Panthers inside their own 41, about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. 5:44 left here in this second quarter, first half. In the I formation, Osborne takes the snap, hand off to the deep back, Zeller.
Not much doing there.
Not much there, and he's tackled by a host of Wildcat defenders. Looks like big number 51 is in again on the tackle there. Nathan Vincent.
33, Lane Riles.
The run game is just not there for the Panthers right now. The Wildcats are winning the battle up front when it comes to the run game, but the Panthers have been able to find a little bit in the passing game. That's why they're still in this game with those 2 touchdown passes. Be down just 7.
Osborne back under center, 2 wing backs, and Younger there as well. Looks back to pass and evades the flying Louisburg defender, but is eventually taken down again by number 51 with the sack. Nathan Vincent, who's just had a big, huge game this drive, but especially this game, and was able to bring down Osborne. He evaded the first Louisburg defender that came flying through the line of scrimmage, but was not able to get the ball away before the next 2 Louisburg defenders brought them down.
That's not a very good sack taken there by Osborne. You're already outside the pocket. You got to chuck that ball out of bounds.
Got to get the ball out on that one. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long here for the Panthers. 3rd and about 16.
And there's not much in the playbook for 3rd and 16.
There's not much in the playbook for 3rd and 16. That is correct, as our coaches next to us are looking at the same thing. Going to be a timeout for the Panthers.
On the field, Paola's second charge, team timeout.
And I want to go ahead and get into our presenting sponsors for this evening, Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Big-time opportunity here for Louisburg to get off the field after just scoring that touchdown to take the lead back. Panthers really need to see something happen here. You know, they've gotten bailed out a couple times by some penalties in the secondary, so they might look for something deep and hope that there might be a penalty. Or they've also been able to just throw the ball a lot better this game than we're able to the other night at Fort Scott, last week at Fort Scott. So definitely probably going to be looking for the air here.
Oh, absolutely.
I think something to watch here might be a little screen pass, maybe a bubble screen, little midline screen, middle screen for one of the wide receivers, exactly, to see if they might be able to gain some more yardage with Louisburg, especially giving them such a cushion. The corners on the wide receivers on the outside giving such a cushion. So we are back here with the Panthers, about 3rd and 16 here, inside and bring on the outside. Looks like the Louisburg was expecting the same thing. Pass on the outside, and it's going to be picked wide open, and it looked like he was just leading the middle linebacker there for Louisburg, and that's going to be a Louisburg Wildcat touchdown. The interception by number 22, Jace Hovey, and just kind of a disaster play there for the Panthers. Osborne did not have anybody open. Looked like he might be just trying to lead the fullback on the wheel, but was just not able to get enough air underneath it, or maybe too much air underneath it. Led him too much, and that unfortunately was an easy walk-in touchdown for Hovey for Louisburg. And so that's going to put the Wildcats up 27-14 here in the second quarter with 4:05 left, with the point after attempt looming.
Yeah, just a devastating turn of events for the Panthers there. A bad sack taken, and then a ill-advised throw that should not have been made, and it cost the Panthers another 7 points as they're down 14.
Lane Riles knocks that one through, and just really not what you were looking for from the Panthers offense there. You know, you were thinking worst-case scenario could be maybe not get the first down, punt the ball away, make at least Louisburg go a long field with 4:05 left, but unfortunately Osborne threw his first pick of the year, and not the way that you wanted the Panthers to end that drive. And so the only bright side of it is the fact that the Panthers are going to go right back on the field on offense here to be able to see what they can do, get going offensively. As we've said, their bread and butter against Fort Scott was the run game, but that's just not been there tonight for the Panthers.
And this is a big drive for the Panther offense. You're getting near the end of the half, the last 4 minutes. You deferred to start the game, so you get the ball to start the second half. So if you're able to put this ball in the end zone on this final possession of the second half, at least you have some momentum coming out down 7 with the ball to start the second half.
Opportunity to double up here for the Panthers. Riles back to kick for Louisburg. Back deep for the Panthers is number 2, Meinig. Ball's kicked deep again. Meinig catches this one cleanly this time. The 15 to the 20. Breaks inside the 25-yard line. Nice return there for Xander Meinig as he was able to break a couple tackles, able to find the seam and get about 20 yards on that return. So decent field position here for the Panthers starting out this next drive here. Hopefully they're able to bleed enough clock their last drive before halftime, punch this thing in, and go to the break just down 7.
Yeah, it's a must for the Panthers to score here before the end of the half. They need to go 74 yards to get there. Let's see what happens.
Osborne under center.
And that's not a good start.
Yep, going to be a false start on the right side of the line. Actually looks like it might have been more on the center, to be honest with you. Did not quite get that snap when he wanted it. The whole right side of the line moved, and the quarterback did not quite have the ball. So it's going to start 1st and 15, starting behind the sticks for the Panthers. Not exactly what they were looking for to start out here. Looks like they had a little bit of an opportunity on the outside with the younger pitch, but the false start kind of cut that one out.
Just too many mistakes in this first half by this Panthers team. And another Louisburg's going to call timeout.
Looks like Louisburg's calling a timeout on this one. Interesting that he pointed towards the sideline on that one instead of the Lewisburg side.
Right.
But
I mean, he technically pointed at Louisburg, just not the right direction on the field.
It's whatever works. It's a little warm on this Friday evening as we were also sweating up here in the box with this window open to be able to shoot this live coverage. But we do it for you, the fans at home that are not able to make it to the game, that just not decide to brave that hot weather. But big-time opportunity here. I think I've said that multiple times, but for the Panthers to be able to get back in this ball game, they've come down from a 13-0 deficit to start the game to take the lead at 14-13, but it's been all Louisburg since then.
Yep.
Louisburg took that punch in the mouth from the Panthers and were able to just finish 2 drives, the 1 drive and then the interception return for a touchdown there. So let's see and let's hope that Panthers get something going offensively here, some way to move the ball, hopefully on the ground as well as through the air, so they can have some momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, you definitely need something to feel good about going into the locker room.
Osborne under center, Younger there. Almost a little end-around play and a big-time opportunity on the outside.
He's gone.
For number 5, it looks like he's got just the safety to beat. Cuts back to the middle of the field. And a huge play by Charles Zeller.
It's going to be all for naught. There's a flag back here at the 21-yard line.
There is a flag on the.
After all that, a 70-yard run or 60 or 70-yard run is going to be all for naught.
And
it's Coach
Smith is flabbergasted on that one. He does not agree with the penalty on that. And the biggest gain of the night is unfortunately going to be taken away from the Panthers. And going to back them up farther on this first down play here.
Yeah, so instead of a 50 to 60-yard run play that was there, the blocking was too good on the end over here, and it's going to cost the Panthers about 60 to 65 yards of field position as they'll be backed up inside their own 20, back near the 10.
The frustrating part for the Panthers is I believe that Zeller had the edge without needing the hold there. But all for naught on that long run. A great effort by Charles Zeller on that one. But the Panthers are going to be really backed up here. It's going to put them first in a mile.
Inside about 26.
Yeah, inside their own 15-yard line, back to about the 11. So big time. Great play call by coaches over there on the Panthers sideline, just not able to execute with the hold.
And what really is bad about that, now you're exhausted after running 60 yards. Now you got to run back another 70 yards back the other direction. Just bummed out after what looked like an explosive play, all for naught.
Osborne takes the snap, looking to pass the ball, looking deep, has his receiver deep, but just overthrows number 1, J.D. Troutman, and he had him deep. The corner was burnt big time, just was not able to connect with Troutman on that one, and that could have been another big-time play going the other direction.
Yep. But
missed opportunity there for the Panthers with 3:24 left here in this first half.
Yeah, that was definitely there for the Panthers. Just a little too much air underneath that throw from Osborne, about a yard too far. Just 3 colossal mistakes right in a row for the Panthers. The 2 penalties and then a missed throw by Osborne there.
Osborne looking to be under center here, getting ready to take the snap. Younger behind him, 2 receivers at the top. End around again to the outside to number 10. Landon Taylor just is not able to quite break the shoelace tackle by number 33, the kicker, Lane Riles. And I say the kicker, I jokingly say that as he's done a lot more in this game than be the kicker, but was able to get in, knife in, and grab the shoelaces.
And now if you're the Panthers here, you don't want to compound your mistakes. You might just run the ball here and see if you can get a good kick and hope your defense makes a stand.
Looking to run some more time off here, definitely, as Louisburg only has 1 timeout remaining here in this first half. So looking for something. 3rd and 26 is not really in the playbook. 3rd and 25 isn't in the playbook. So looking for something here. Looking for a blitz on the outside again, able to break 1 tackle, break 2 tackles on the end around on the outside over here on the right. And it looks like Louisburg does take a timeout.
Louisburg did what they needed to do there. They have the momentum.
Number 5, Zeller with the carry.
They forced the Panthers into a 3 and out, and now they're going to have about 2:20 or so to try to add to their lead here before the end of the half. Just disastrous ending to the second quarter for the Panthers.
Charles Zeller had a nice run there. Gain of about 9 yards, but just needed a lot more than 9. Needed to multiply those 9s a couple times to be able to get to that first down. But Panthers have they really need to bow up here and get a stop. They need to make sure that they block this this punt attempt well. Make sure that because I'm sure Louisburg, if I'm then I'm coming after.
Oh, I'm coming.
You know,
Absolutely,
especially inside your own territory.
I wouldn't even put a I wouldn't even put a returner back here.
Might put somebody deep, but just in case there's a muff or something like that, you don't want to have good opportunity. Looks like Louisburg is going to put somebody deep. That person deep is going to be number 13, Jackson Cush.
This is a pressure spot right here for Landon Taylor, who's had a big game with 2 touchdown receptions in this game, plus an interception on defense. See how he can do with the punt game. He's going to have to get a good one off here because Louisburg's going to be right around midfield.
Needs to get some air time underneath this one. Taylor back with the rugby-style punt. Short kick on the outside, but lots of room to return it. Big-time tackle on the outside. What a play by the gunner on the outside as he was blocked really well, able to kick the blocker away, and I think that is going to be a hold on the outside on that one.
The penalty's on here on the near side, on the near boundary, near the 20-yard line.
Sure enough, there it is.
This might be during the kick, so it could be a hold.
Or an opportunity to re-kick it potentially.
Might be a hold on Louisburg here during the kick, so might be 10 yards from the end of the kick. It might push Louisburg back near midfield to start this drive. See what
talking it over here again, conferencing as the officials have done multiple times throughout this game to make sure they get the call right.
Absolutely. That's what you got to do as an official. Your main objective is to get the call right.
Doesn't matter if one side's going to be mad at you or not. You just
it.
have to make sure you get that call right.
That's right.
And a big spot here in the game is this penalty could change things a little bit with 2:16 left here in the first half. Panthers need to either way bow up on defense. It's not going to be enough for them to get the ball back, but they need to definitely be able to bow up on defense here and stop Louisburg, stop the bleeding. Go into halftime, come out with a new plan for sure.
See what the call is here as the officials are still talking. They broke the huddle. Now they're
still
starting.
Chatting.
Here we go.
It is a holding on Louisburg. Talking to Coach Smith over here. They're going to back.
It should be 10 yards
Louisburg
from where the ball was caught.
Yep. And
I guess they're going to do it from the end of the play. So it
into
still
the play. Must have been a
back.
late hold on that, not at the beginning of the play hold on that. So Louisburg's going to have first and 10 inside Paola territory at the Paola Panthers 46-yard line. 2:16 left here in our first half with Louisburg up 28-14.
This is a big series for this Panther defense. They have to find a way to keep Louisburg off the scoreboard here in his final 2 minutes.
Battle in the pistol. Van Eaton behind him. Battle takes the snap, fakes to Van Eaton, looking deep. D in pressure on the outside. Not quite able to make the tackle on the right as Battle breaks to the right side and picks up a first down, able to get out of bounds as well, so that's going to stop the clock. Looks like he might be just short maybe of a first down.
Well, just way too many missed tackles by this Panther defense so far. They've had Louisburg runners stop for minimal yardage, but they haven't been able to finish the tackles, and Louisburg's been able to run for 7 or 8 extra yards, making it much easier on their offensive line to get the second and shorts, third and shorts.
Eli Richmond did a great job there for the Panthers, getting pressure on the quarterback Battle, but just flushed him to the other side, and nobody was there to make a tackle. Battle back in the pistol again. Van Eaton behind him. Van Eaton in motion. Takes the snap, looking at Van Eaton, fakes to Van Eaton, look down the middle of the field. Big time, looking for his big, tall receiver, Mason Dobbins. That is going to go incomplete, and in the nicest way I can put it, that is a size advantage,
yes,
Caleb,
yes,
for the two. But
it was not a good throw by Battle whatsoever.
Yeah,
he
but
vastly underthrew his intended target.
J.D. Troutman did a great job of going up and be able to contest that ball. It looks like he may even got a fingertip on that to tip it away from the offensive player, but there's definitely a size advantage on this right corner position here between Troutman and Dobbins.
And that was definitely a shot play there. I mean, it was second and half a yard, so
yep.
Of course Louisburg's going to take
great opportunity.
Shot.
2:02 left here in this first half. Battle under center, takes the snap, handoff to Van Eaton, breaks to the outside on the right, brought down on the outside after a gain of about 7.
And again, another missed tackle right at the point of attack.
Clock is going to continue to roll after the chains are set.
And the clock is still moving. It should be stopped, but Panthers are getting a favorable clock
a little bit of a favorable clock, as I'm sure the Louisburg side is not thrilled. The Panther side is, of course.
They didn't see it.
Nothing happened.
They didn't see it. That clock was running, and it should have stopped momentarily.
Battle back in the pistol. Van Eaton behind him. Takes the snap. Rolls out to the left. Looking deep. And a fantastic catch by Dobbins on the outside. Wow. That ball was out of bounds, and he brought that thing back.
Oh, he's jawing to the Panthers sideline.
And he talked a little bit after that. I guess if you make a play like that, you deserve to be able to talk just a little bit. He might have brought it a little far, but fantastic catch on the outside by Dobbins.
He's got to watch that because if he keeps doing that, he's going to get a penalty for it.
Yeah, that was a great play because that ball was out of bounds. He actually brought that ball back in, put it in a perfect spot. Battle did. So here we are back to, it looks like second about 2, the 20-yard line for Louisburg. Van Eaton on the outside, and he's wide open, but he underthrows him, and thank goodness because Van Eaton would have had forever to run on that one. He just needed to make one guy miss about 10 yards downfield, and he would have scored.
And
so
he had all sorts of running room over there, just a poor pass by Battle. He short-armed that and short-hopped the throw. Panthers catch a break there. Now it's 3rd and 2. The Panthers need a stop here, at least hold Louisburg to a field goal attempt.
Declan Battle has missed a couple passes on this this drive here. He's been pretty good, pretty perfect before that, but he goes back under center here, 3rd and about 2. Big-time opportunity for the Panthers. Takes the snap, hands back to Van Eaton. Van Eaton cuts on the right side. Looks like it is going to be enough for a first down. Gets about 5 when he needed 2. Van Eaton is just a hard back to bring down. He kind of has the size of about Younger, but a little bit quicker and able to break those tackles on the outside, has those quick twitch muscles, those quick feet, and breaks off to the right side for a first down. The great thing about that, though, is it keeps the clock running as the Louisburg has no timeouts left, and 59 seconds left here in the first half. The Panthers have to hurry up a little bit. 2 receivers at the top of your screen, or bottom of your screen. Tight end as well, 1 receiver at the top. Van Eaton goes in motion, looking at Van Eaton, swings it out to Van Eaton, and he's able to miss. Just dropped that one.
There's a penalty
there is
flag.
a flag as well.
It was,
it
was an early flag, too. Legal shift, maybe?
Potentially, maybe 2 minutes in the backfield. So maybe wasn't on the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is here.
Legal formation.
Yep, legal formation. Too many men in the backfield. So that's going to back up Louisburg here.
And that's going to be costly for timeout's going to be called by Paola.
Paola timeout. Paola's going to have 1 left, I believe.
And Coach Weaver's not happy with his defense whatsoever. He is getting in the players' faces as he is not happy what he has seen in this first half. Louisburg's having too much of a easy time at it. They've gotten so many big explosive plays. The Panther defense is just shell-shocked right now. They're back on their heels. They need to somehow stick a foot in the ground and go after Louisburg, be the aggressor. Because right now, Louisburg's being the aggressor and just punching the Panthers right in the mouth.
47 seconds left here in our first half as Louisburg is up 28-14 on the Panthers. It's going to be first and about 15, and I say about 15, first and 15 from the 20-yard line, just inside the 20-yard line for the Louisburg Wildcats, and they're going to come back to the line here. 47 seconds. Again, they are out of timeout, so they are not able to call another timeout if there's plays inbound. So this is going to be have to quick. I'm sure there's probably a couple plays that were called in the huddle for the Wildcats. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1 at the top, tight end as well, big tight end. Number 10, Mac Newell. And he looks like a Mack truck, to be honest with you.
Most certainly. I know him from basketball, too. He's a big kid.
Battle in the pistol. Behind him, Moore. Takes a quarterback draw right up the middle. Big-time tackle in the middle of the field.
And that's going to take time off the clock as we have another.
By number 67 for the Panthers, Eli Richmond.
Another offensive
lineman. And they hurry back up. Another little heavy set here.
And they spike it. So that's
spike
now
the ball.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. 3rd about 10 and a half from their own 15-yard line. 30 seconds left here in this first half.
And now you're down to just 2 plays potentially in this first half. If you don't get a first down here, you're going to have to rush the field goal team on the field to even get a decent field goal try off here. So Louisburg's kind of binded here if they don't get a quick play and get out of bounds or get a first down to stop the clock.
Yeah, definitely can't spike it again as that will burn it down. So Louisburg 3rd and 10 here, big time opportunity for the Panthers. Battle in the shotgun, more behind him. Takes a snap, looking to the left side, looking at Dobbins in the corner of the end zone. Throws it back across his body and picked. Landon Taylor.
Is it Landon Taylor again?
Landon Taylor again, number 10 for the Panthers, and a big time interception by Landon Taylor.
Huge stop by the Panthers. Landon Taylor's had himself a ball game. He's got 2 touchdown receptions and now 2 interceptions. He's been the MVP for the Panthers so far in this game, but the Panthers are down 14, but that's a huge momentum boost going into the locker room, keeping Louisburg out of the end zone and keeping yourselves in the game going into halftime with you getting the ball to start the second half.
Landon Taylor's definitely keeping them in this game.
Now it's all about ball security. You don't want to fumble it
no
here.
No fumbles here.
And the clock has been stopped, and it really shouldn't be unless the Panthers called a timeout. There it's going.
13 seconds left here, and we'll see if the Panthers. I don't think the Panthers are going to run another play. So
I wouldn't even run it. I'd just take your lumps, go to the locker room, make some adjustments. But they're going to get one more play off here.
One more play. And Younger is able to keep the ball. So going into halftime, the Louisburg Wildcats have kind of punched the Panthers in the mouth a little bit here at home. Their opening game at home, and lead the Panthers 28-14 here. And so we will be back after this for our Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial halftime show.
Farm Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737. Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to your Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show. The halftime show is brought to you by Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola, Kansas. Well, what a half, honestly, for both sides. It's kind of been a story of about 3 punches is what's really happened here in this game. And Louisburg started out with the punches, throwing 2 haymakers at the beginning of the game to try to knock the Panthers out, scoring those 2 early touchdowns. But Panthers were able to grab some momentum with that missed extra point, and kind of did not relinquish that momentum until about midway through that second quarter, and able to take back the lead to 14-13. And most of their harm has been done through the air, which is a little bit different. And after that score got to 14-13 midway through the second quarter, a couple mistakes by by the Panthers, and Louisburg was able to take advantage of them and to throw another haymaker back at them to go up another 14 points, and that's going to take our halftime score to 28-14 between these two sides. And it's been who's going to bend first, really. Which is what you kind of expect in these rivalry games. You expect everybody to be up. The Panthers were not up to start this game.
No, not at all.
They started out flat. You can tell they came out flat. They thought, because of their dominance, really, of Louisburg of late, they kind of thought they were going to be able to come out and win this thing pretty easily. The way they dominated last week at Fort Scott, looking at that 0-1 record maybe a little bit on Louisburg's sideline, and it just did not start that way. So the Panthers got punched in the mouth. Now, granted, they were able to come back and punch punch Louisburg back in the mouth, but it's been a slow go of it after those 14 points for the Panthers. Not much on offense.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like you said, Panthers were absolutely flat to start the game. You let Louisburg go right down the field, 60 yards in like 8-9 plays, and you're down 7-0 before you can even blink. And then all of a sudden you get the ball to get your first possession, then you fumble on your opening play, giving the ball back to the Wildcats. They go down and score, and you're down 13-0 before you can even sit down in your chair and get comfy for the night. And then all of a sudden the Panthers got that momentum. They had a long 90-yard drive, like you said, to get back in it. Got an interception, went back down and scored again. You're thinking, all right, the Panthers got the lead. They got some momentum. And then they hit a brick wall again, because here comes Louisburg right down the field. They score again, get a pick six. Looked like they were getting ready to score again before half, but Landon Taylor, thankfully for Landon Taylor, he's kept the Panthers in the game with both touchdown receptions, and he's got 2 big interceptions, including that big one there at the end of the half in the end zone, keeping Louisburg off the board and keeping yourself down 2 scores, giving you a chance in the second half as you get the ball to start the second half.
Landon Taylor has definitely been the MVP on the Panthers sideline for sure. And, on Louisburg's sideline, there's been a lot of guys that have been really good. I'd have to look at definitely Riley Van Eaton, though, the running back. The Panthers are just not able to bring him down with one guy. It's taken 2, 3, 4. He's breaking multiple tackles. He's really quick on the outside. They're able to really – he's not an in-between-the-tackles runner very much, but when you get him into space, he is very dangerous, and he can break anything really to the house. And so he's a slippery running back, a smaller build guy, but very quick, very fast, quick twitch with the hips, and has made a lot of Panther defenders reaching for air and grabbing for air for a majority of this game. So I think if the Panthers are going to come out in the second half and retake that lead and bite into that lead a little bit, they're going to have to find a way to be able to stop Van Eaton.
They gotta find a way to get some momentum going there on their side defensively. It's been a porous first half, to say the least, and that's being kind for the Panther defense in this first half. I guarantee you right now that locker room is not a happy place right now. Coach Weaver, the defensive coordinator for the Panthers, is going to be in their faces at halftime saying, hey, it's our home opener, you're on our home field, and you're getting punched in the mouth right now, being outplayed, out-physicaled, out everything. There's too many missed tackles on the defense, too many balls on the turf offensively, too many mental mistakes. You had a long 60-yard run get taken back because of a holding penalty that you didn't even need there because the play was already by what happened over there, and that pushed you back up against the goal line. That led to a pick six and put Louisburg back in the lead by 2 touchdowns. But Coach Weaver's going to get this defense woke up in that locker room. I can guarantee it. Panthers are going to come out with a much more aggressive attitude defensively in the second half, and Louisburg's going to have to match it because the Panthers are going to be fired up.
We'll be back to break down more of this game and what the Panthers need to do to get back in this game in the second half after this short commercial break. But once again, we want to thank our halftime show sponsor, Rusty Walters. The halftime show is brought to you by Rusty Walters, Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and the customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. We'll be back after this.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here from steamy Paola, Kansas, and Panther Stadium. And as we just recapped a little bit on your Rusty Walters halftime show, it's been an up and down game for both squads, but especially for the Panthers this evening, as they've taken some punches, they've given a couple punches, and then they took a punch there towards the end of the second quarter. But hopefully we're able to give a little bit of a punch back in our right at the end of the second quarter, as they were able to have that interception in the end zone to keep them out, keep the Wildcats out from the end zone. But really what's a great thing for the Panthers is that they did defer to start the game, so they get the ball to start this second half, as Caleb had said earlier. And that's what they really need to do, is they need to come out, punch Louisburg back in the mouth, get the ground game going. I'm sure that the coaches are in right now on the offensive and defensive lines, as they've kind of really been dominated by those two lines. Lewisburg's really controlled the pace of the game. They've done whatever they've wanted to do offensively, and they've made the Panthers do what they don't want to do offensively and throw the ball more than run the ball. And so let's see if that can continue to happen in the second half. I believe if Louisburg is able to keep the Panthers off the ground, it's going to be tough sledding for the Panthers, really.
No, absolutely. They need to take this opening kickoff and go down and score, get some confidence back up for their offense, especially for their defense. And then the defense needs to come out, put the foot in the ground, and make a statement and say, hey, you ain't going to run on us. You're not going to get these big explosive plays on us anymore. You beat us up in the first half. Now it's our time to beat you up here in this second half. So it's a great opportunity for the Panthers. They're up against the wall right now, but they could certainly get back in this game with an opening drive touchdown to start this second half, and then the defense come out and make a big play.
For sure, it's going to be tough for the Panthers to get back in this thing if they cannot get that run game going, as that's really their bread and butter, and we've said that that's been their bread and butter for multiple years. And so Coach Smith, I'm sure, is reaming into the guys a little bit in that locker room, just making sure that they understand not just the importance of this game, but also the importance of this rivalry, and needing to come out and have a good showing here in this second half. And so I want to present our presenting sponsor again, Go Brawly. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawly. It just works. Go Brawly is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawly. For more information, call 913-837-4678. We'll be back after our short commercial break here with some updated scores around the Frontier League.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Louisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Louisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Louisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
We're back on your Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show. And this halftime show is brought to you by Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and the customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. Update on a couple scores around the Frontier League for you from last time we were able to take a look at those. Ottawa up big at home against Baldwin, 42-14. That was at the half. Bonner Springs is down big at Eudora. Eudora's up 35-0 on that one. Baser Linwood and Casey Piper are in a tight one at halftime, 17-10 with Baser in the lead on that one. And Spring Hill is up 10-6 as well on Tonganoxie at halftime. And so a lot of close matchups there in the Frontier League, but a couple matchups throughout the area that some of you may care about, some of you may not for sure. But we like to break down a couple, especially the big matchups around the area. So right now in the Sunflower League, Olathe North is up 21-14 on Shawnee Mission Northwest. At the half in the EKL, St. Thomas Aquinas, 4A number 2, St. Thomas Aquinas up 14-13 on 6A number 1, Blue Valley Northwest. And so that's a big one for sure on that side. And so Bishop Miege is big, 4A number 1, up 35-0 on Blue Valley Southwest.
Imagine that.
Yeah, who would have thought that one, right? Mid-East League, a little bit of where I was coaching at before moving to this area. Rock Creek, 3A number 5, Rock Creek's up 20-1A number 1. St. Mary's 6-0 or 20-6 in that one. And so a couple scores there in the area as well as around Kansas. But we're in for a great second half. I think that the Panthers are really going to come out and show something that they didn't have in that first half, especially to start. They cannot have the start to the second half like they had the start to the game, or they're going to be down deeper than possible probably to recover from. So
if they want to win this game, they're going to have to come out on fire here the second half. They're going to have to take this opening drive and go in for a touchdown, and then hopefully your defense makes a play or two, get you back in the game. But that's why they play the game. The game is never over until it's actually over. So the Panthers are not dead yet, but they're up against it right now. But an opportunity to get back in the game on this opening drive.
We want to say thank you again to our halftime show sponsor, Rusty Walters, as we begin our second half here with Louisburg up 28-14 on Paola. Kickoff, a deep kickoff over on the sideline, and it does go out of bounds. So a little bit of a break here for the Panthers as they're going to get great starting field position, best starting field position they've had so far this game.
Not even close. Not even close. They've been backed up near their own 25 most of the night. This time, they're going to get up near the 35-yard line of their own this time, about 10 to 15 yards better than what they've had started with all night. So an early mistake to start the second half by Louisburg with a kick out of bounds.
Coach Smith talking over there on the sideline to the official, to the white hat. Going to put the ball at the 35-yard line for the Panthers.
It's kind of weird how that works, though. You kick off from the 40, but yet when the ball goes out of bounds, you get it
for the 35. Hey, rules, it's weird.
High school rules standard. I can never figure them out.
Panthers wanted the ball here on the right hash, so they're going to take it with Osborne under center here, Younger in the backfield, receiver at the top and at the bottom of your screen, as well as two slot backs. Starting off the second half here, 2 seconds left on the game clock. Handoff to Younger right up the middle, dive on the right side, and looks like it's going to be a short gain of about 3 yards, maybe 2.
Inside handoff goes over 26.
Looks like gain of about
I give 4.
17, Holland, and
no 3.
Gave about 3 yards on the carry there for Clayton Younger. So not a bad way to start the second half. Definitely you want to start above the sticks. Don't want to start behind the sticks for sure. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Any positive gain is good news for the Panthers.
Yeah, starting off better. Osborne under center, Younger behind him, receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen. Takes a step back. The curl route there to the outside to Jace Curley.
He got walloped there at the end of it, but he's very, very close to the first down. They might give it to him.
Big time finish there by by Jace Hovey, number 22, who had the interception return for a touchdown earlier in the game.
They give him the first down as he got the 7 yards they needed.
First down for the Panthers as Curley comes up a little lame on that tackle.
Like I said, Hovey hit him pretty hard at the end of that. But it's, again, that little curl route, the little 5-yard cushion Louisburg corner's giving him over here. Take that all day long.
Osborne back under center, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 on the bottom and a slot back. Little bubble to the outside, big time missed tackle. 2 missed tackles, able to miss make a couple guys miss on the outside.
That's a dangerous play right there. That looked like almost like a backwards pass. So fortunately the Panthers were able to corral that and get a positive gain out of that.
3. It's going to set up second down 7.
Good start again, able to get above in front of the sticks here on this second down play. Going to be second and 7.5 here for the Panthers.
A little bit of positive momentum so far to start this drive in the second half for the Panthers, nearing midfield in just 3 plays.
Panthers looking at the sideline here, a little bit of a different formation. A wide receiver at the bottom of your screen here, a little heavier formation. Looking to run the ball. A little power fake actually, play action. Look underneath to the tight end. Unfortunately, was not able to find, my mistake, the slot back, Landon Taylor. And I don't know why you wouldn't look for him as much as he's been open and able to do things in this game. But
absolutely, that was a dangerous pass there. Taylor had like 3 or 4 Wildcats around him on that. There's not much they're doing. Now the Panthers are up against it in 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here for the Panthers. Not able to complete that last pass there from Osborne to Taylor. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be Taylor and Curley. In the backfield, Clayton Younger.
This might be this little 5-yard out pattern by Taylor, the slot receiver. Little bootleg 5-yard
No
pass.
receivers at the top, slot back at the top of your screen. Pass. And oh my goodness, almost a fantastic play.
Incomplete.
Almost a fantastic play by Jace Hovey over there, but it was unfortunately not able to, or fortunately for the Panthers, not able to rally that one in. And it looks like Paola they are going to punt this one. Not quite able to get enough yards. That pass was not great, not on the target for Osborne there. It was late. They faked the screen, looking for the slant. We saw that last week at Fort Scott, and they were able to get a big gain on that play. But obviously Louisburg had seen that on film and said, no, not today.
Yeah, just a colossal ending to the drive there. Promising start to the drive. Got a first down, but then stalled right at midfield.
Let's see if Taylor can pin him deep here. A little rugby-style punt. Nice kick. Hopefully it gets a little bit of a bounce. And going to stop short. Did not get a Paola bounce at all.
Didn't necessarily take a Louisburg bounce.
Not really. It just kind of bounced sideways out of bounds there. So
and now
Louisburg's going to take over at their own 22-yard line. Defense really needs to bow up here. Needs to make a big play happen. Hopefully able to get the ball either on the ground or at least through the air. Maybe a pick or a fumble recovery here for the Panthers to get off the field, because that defense has to be tired. They were on the field that entire second half or second quarter.
Yeah, no, the defense definitely has their backs up against the wall, but an opportunity right here to get the ball back for your offense that's been struggling the last quarter or so.
Battle under center. Takes the snap, hands to Van Eaton. Breaks on the right side, breaks a tackle. Scoots to the outside. Going to be a gain of about 8 or 9. And looks like there's going to be an injured player on the sideline for Paola.
Looks like number 5 is the injured player from what I could see.
Timeout for
I
injury.
believe it's number 5.
I can't quite see the full number.
Bigger guy. I think it's one of their.
Can't quite see the number over there on the far side. Now he's laying on his back.
I think it's
Might
one
be
of their
cramping a little bit.
defensive linemen.
I think he's cramping a little bit over there. As they're got the leg up in the air, trying to work out that cramp. Hopefully that's all it is.
Van Eaton again, as you can see, was able to break to the outside as he's done for most of the game. Obviously, that one he took the handoff on the inside, made a juke cut to the right, and was able to break off on that right side and able to swing to the outside there. But he's been a problem really for the Panthers defense, trying to contain him. And we hope that the Panther player down right now, it looks like it might just be a cramp or something, and maybe a little injury. And I can't say I'm a doctor, so I'm not going to try to tell you what it is, but it's Clayton Younger on the
26.
outside, number 26, the star fullback for the Panthers. So we hope he's okay. It looks like he is going to be able to walk off the field underneath his own power. So let's hope he's only out for a couple plays, able to get a breather, maybe get some water, maybe get a banana or something and get back into the game. Some pickle juice, everybody's favorite, right?
No. Keep pickles away from me. As good as pickle juice is for cramping, I'm good.
2nd and 3 here for the Louisburg Wildcats. Battle under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the fullback, number 21 Moore, and he breaks free down the middle of the field. Breaks another tackle, breaks 2, breaks 3, and he's going 30, 35, and he's ankle tackled by the Paola defender, number 3, Dylan Wagerman.
Dylan Wagerman saved the touchdown, but all momentum now is on the Wildcats side of the ball as they are just eating up the Panthers' defensive front. Defensive front has not been able to get any penetration at all night. No negative plays so far for Louisburg other than penalties. There's no negative actual plays for Wildcats tonight. You're not going to win many games when all the plays for your opponent is positive.
Big time run there for Ashton Moore for the Wildcats. Battle back under center, hands to Van Eaton on the outside, bounce to the outside, looks like he might be contained. Looking to make the play on the outside, and a host of Panthers take him down for a 3-yard loss. Just as Caleb was saying that they needed a play for loss there, they were able to get that tackle for loss. It's going to be a loss of about 4 yards on that. Van Eaton tried to dance his way out of it, but a host of Panthers were able to contain him and finally take him down 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 from the Panther 26-yard line.
Finally some penetration by that defensive front by the Panthers. Results in a negative play for the first time tonight.
Battle back under center, takes a snap, play action, booting out to the left side, looking for his big receiver, Dobbins. Evades a couple sack artists in the backfield, breaks off to the right, is running to the right and scores a Louisburg touchdown. But there looks like there is a flag on the play.
It's going to be all for naught. It's going to come back as there's a hold on the right side.
Looks like there is going to be a hold on the Wildcats, and looks like it's going to be a break for the Panthers.
What a play by the quarterback there to
he had
make
nothing
something out of that.
He rolled out, he faked the handoff, rolled out to his left, was looking for his big receiver Dobbins, was covered up, evaded a couple of sack artists in the backfield, broke out to the right, and was just able to evade everybody else into the end zone. But there was a hold, looked like on the outside there, so they're going to bring the Wildcats back
to the 25, so it's a net gain of a yard.
Gain of a yard here, so
2nd and 13 instead of 2nd and 14.
Looks like they're just going to run it exactly where it was at. They didn't. They are running a run from the 25. So it is 2nd and 13 from the 25-yard line. A lot better opportunity here for the Panthers. It could have been a disastrous start. Battle under center. Looks like he got the Panthers to jump on that one, and and a little taste of their own medicine as they've gotten Louisburg to jump a couple times.
And those are the penalties that drive coaches crazy. You're right over the ball. Your job, number one, is to watch the ball. Do not just anticipate a snap count. You got to watch that ball. That's a bad penalty by the Panther defense. You had Louisburg backed up behind the chains. Now it's 2nd 8 instead of 2nd and 13 because you gave them a free 5 yards because you didn't watch the ball.
It's one of the crowd's favorite things to shout out, especially the dads. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Every time. Every time.
Battle back under center here. Takes a snap. Hands off to the fullback Moore.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Just swallowed up by the Panther defense on the right side.
A yard at most on that. Now, if you can hold Louisburg to a field goal try here, it'll give you a little bit of a win there, but it'll put you down 3 scores. But maybe if you hold them to a field goal attempt, there's no sure thing in high school, especially field goal kicking. So there's no sure thing there.
Tackle on that play was Cale Murdoch. Murdoch muddied things up there in the middle. Battle in the pistol here. Oh, not in the pistol. My mistake. Under center. That was going to be an interesting formation. In the I formation, receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen. And it should have been a false start in the backfield.
There it is.
False start on the fullback Moore, and he's been spectacular, but was not quite. Was so ready to run through the line there. It looks like to make a hole probably for Van Eaton.
Yeah. And he knows what he did. He knows he messed up there. About got away with it, but the officials caught him right at the last second as he got into his crouch and leaned forward a little bit. And now behind the sticks again. This is a big chance for the Panther defense.
3rd and 12 here from the 24-yard line of the Paola Panthers. Need a big play from somebody all in that black and gold.
How about a sack?
Big time play. Let's see if they can get Battle here. He's in the pistol. Van Eaton behind him. Takes a snap. Looking deep in the middle of the field. And a huge hit in the middle. Oh my gosh, what a hit from the middle of the field. He did
tremendous
catch that. What a catch. And then a tackle there in the middle of the field, I think by number 57, Cale Murdoch.
If Louisburg elects to kick the field goal, which they will.
My mistake, 59, Brody Stewart. So
Louisburg, about a 40-yard attempt.
Louisburg did make 2 field goal attempts last week down in Rogers. And we've seen from kickoffs and PATs that he has the leg to be able to kick it through Lane Riles here. Let's see if Panthers can get some pressure on him to be able to block this field goal or at least cause him to miss it.
They had a bad snap
Maybe
earlier.
A 40-yard attempt here.
Another bad
snap here.
There's nowhere to go with it.
There's nowhere, and he just throws it away. Riles has to throw that ball away, and it's going to be incomplete. So the Panthers are going to take over on downs.
Boy, Louisburg with a golden opportunity deep in Panther territory to get at least some points on the board. The Panther defense gets a big-time stop again. 2 straight drives. The Wildcats have had the ball deep in Panther territory. Both times they've turned it over. Now the offense needs to capitalize and get yourself back in the game.
Second missed muff snap there from their long snapper for Louisburg. And from the sounds of it, they had a couple missed snaps last week as well down at Rogers. So a little bit of a problem there for Louisburg. Gives the Panthers some life here. Keeps this only to a 2-score game with Louisburg up 28-14 with 5:31 left here in the 3rd quarter. Panthers are in the huddle, break the huddle. Heavy formation, really heavy formation. Quarterback Osborne takes a snap on the outside to the left. Looks like the snap was too Younger, and they tosses the ball outside to number 32, Cutter Mead. So Younger is not in the ball game yet again.
Hey, he's still over here on the sideline, nursing that cramp.
Getting looked at a little bit. Still in that heavy formation, really heavy loaded on this right side. They've got a tight end. They've got a receiver on this side as well as two of their slot backs on this left side of the defense here. Osborne under center on the heavy right side. Takes the handoff and the quarterback follow. Nice midline read option there for
tremendous read.
Osborne.
Tremendous read by Osborne there. He saw the backside defensive tackle crash. That's an immediate pull, and he gets a first down and gets the chains moving. Big-time play and read by Jet Osborne.
Big first down for the Panthers. We saw that midline read option play, which is kind of a staple of this Panther offense. And last week, the coaches weren't too happy with the way that he read that, but he read that play perfectly as that D-tackle crashed, and he was just able to go right behind where he left off.
Absolutely. And I'm not sure why the coaches would be mad at that. That was a perfect read by Jet Osborne on that play.
Last week they were mad, not this week.
Yes.
And catch on the outside by Jace Curley. Jace Curley breaks to the right. and it's going to be a nice gain of about 12 yards for Jace Curley, 14 yards for Jace Curley on the outside. Panthers have something going with this heavy formation.
That little quick pass and a quick missed tackle by Curley allowed that play to spring, and then the Panthers are driving the ball once again near midfield.
Really good ball by Jed Osborne on the outside, as that was the only place that Curley could catch that. Osborne back under center. 33, Joe Price behind him. Takes a snap on the outside. My mistake, 31 with the carry.
That's 32. That's
32 with the carry. Cutter Mead. Holy cow, I'm going to go through all the 30s.
31, 32, 30.
Those numbers bunch up a little bit, and they look pretty similar on that side. But Cutter Mead with the carry on the outside, a gain of about 4.
Solid little 4-yard play on that toss.
Keep the Panthers just barely on their side of the football. The football is just on their side of the 50. Looking over to the sideline here, this heavy formation has been good for the Panthers. Shift again here to this heavy side. Back in the backfield is Charles Zeller, number 5.
Younger down here on the sideline on the far right side, still trying to nurse that.
Coach Dumpert had to get off the field as he's giving some instructions. And almost a great play and almost a disaster at the same time as they looked for Landon Taylor in the middle of the field, and he almost came up with a great catch. And then
that was the play they scored that touchdown on him, basically the same spot in the field in the first half. Louisburg was there that time. It was almost a disaster for the Panthers there as the ball was deflected up in the air. Fortunately, it landed harmlessly to the turf.
Taylor ran that seam route again, and Moore almost came up with the interception there, but no harm, no foul here on third down. Third and long 6 here for the Panthers. Back in a heavy formation. Pitch to the outside. This looks like it's going to be a halfback pass.
It's a hold.
And he's not open, and they're going to get a hold on that because Jace Curley was absolutely held by about three Louisburg defenders, Louisburg Wildcat defenders on that one, and he had him open.
He was
held
if he
wasn't
right
held.
Off the ball. He was held right off the ball. The corner knew he was beaten. He grabbed him immediately, and then the safety come over and clocked him. So they might get 2 penalties on it. Yeah. There was 2 penalties.
2 penalties. Let's
play.
See which one they get. Looks like it's probably going to be the hold first would be my guess. They might get a pass interference on it, but we'll see what happens
here.
They
did call PI. So
they
instead of
get
a 5 yards.
15-yard penalty here for this pass interference, that's going to give the Panthers a first down. So they've been able to keep this drive going with 3:12 here in the third quarter.
Louisburg back on their heels a little bit defensively here. This is perfect for the Panthers. They just need to finish it.
Panthers hurry up to the ball, look to the sideline for the audible. Got out of the heavy formation a little bit. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. A little miscommunication, a little confusion. Still looking here, 9 on the play clock.
Got plenty of time, no need to rush.
Osborne goes under center, takes the snap, looks to the quick bubble on the outside, thrown behind him, and that's a backwards pass.
No, they called it
incomplete. Oh, boy. They got lucky there because that looked like a backwards pass from Jed Osborne.
Boy, the Panthers caught a break there. That certainly looked like it was backwards. Panthers catch a big-time break.
Big-time break there for the Panthers. It was close. It was right on that line, but able to at least deceive the refs enough to keep possession of the ball, but that does bring a long second down, 2nd and 10 here for the Panthers.
We got another.
They're going to discuss it a little bit, which is going to be interesting because
there's nothing you can do. The play's dead, so nothing going on there.
This officiating crew really likes each other. They like to talk a lot in the middle of the field.
What are you guys doing after the game tonight? Where are we going?
If they'd let me know what's for supper, that'd be great.
We're going to go to the bar, have a couple beers.
Osborne back under center here. Wing back in motion. And looks like that is not quite the right read. Tried to run that triple option, that midline read triple option, but did not make the right read. Should have gave there to the fullback, and Osborne comes up limping just a little bit on that.
Yeah, a loss of 5 on that. Now the Panthers are starting to go the wrong direction. They got down nicely into Louisburg territory, but now they've gone backwards. Now it's third and very long.
3rd and 15 for the Panthers. We'll see if they've got something up their sleeve here. Osborne under center, receiver up top, wing back on the top as well. 2 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen, Taylor and Jace Curley. Osborne looking to the sideline, looking at his 2 wristbands. Looks like he's going to take a timeout here. Try to talk. Coach Smith wants to talk this one over for the Panthers. And so this second quarter's gone pretty quick, and the Panthers really need to have something happen here to be able to cut into this lead. before we get into the fourth quarter and really into crunch time. And they've had some success in the air, a couple penalties have gotten into them. They had a couple missed passes here on this drive, and a couple breaks as well. They've had a couple balls go off defenders' hands, a backwards pass that was not a backwards pass apparently from the officials, and so it's going to be an interesting play call here on this 3rd and 15 for Coach Smith to, I would assume, probably try to get about half of this back and then go for it on 4th down instead of going for the whole shabam here at one time. There's not very many play calls for 3rd and 15 in anybody's playbook, and in the Panthers playbook, I'm sure it's a lot less with that running attack that they are used to. So,
and like you said, one way or the other, it's going to be 4-down territory. So hopefully you can get at least half of it, like you said, make it 4th and manageable, and not 4th and 15 if you don't get that big pass play on this play.
Panthers get back here. They've got wing back, top left, kind of a trips formation with the 2 wide receivers on the left. Back to pass. Hits the wing back that dove off to the right, and that's going to be Taylor. Actually, that was the wide receiver on the outside. He does get about half of it back. It's going to make it a 4th and manageable for the Panthers.
It's going to be 4th and a long 5, about 6.
4th and about 6 for the Panthers over there. So that makes it definitely a lot more manageable, able to gain 9 on that pass from Osborne to Taylor.
Perfect play call on that 3rd and 15. Nice little 10-yard out, like you said. Panthers with 4th and manageable, but they need to convert this.
Got to convert this to keep it going. 1:50 left here in the 3rd quarter with the Panthers down 28-14. Osborne under center, takes the snap, looking to pass on the pass. It was just looked over the wrong shoulder initially, slowed him down a bit, and Jasper Logan was not able to come up with that. Actually, my mistake. Yeah, it is Jasper Logan, I think, number 7.
That was poor camera work on my part there. My apologies on that, folks. I was a little too aggressive on the turn, and I missed that, but the pass was overthrown, and that's a costly turnover on downs for the Panthers that were rolling on that drive, and it just stalled at about the 30.
Exactly what Louisburg was looking for there was to get the Panthers off the turf here to be able to get back on offense. Battle back in the pistol formation with Van Eaton behind him. Takes the quarterback draw on the outside, and a great tackle from the secondary. Guess who? Landon Taylor again with a fantastic tackle from the secondary coming up. If he breaks that one, it might be a house call for him, but able to bring him down, hit him right at the thigh pads, and going to bring a 2nd and about 7 for Louisburg and the Wildcats.
A tremendous play by Landon Taylor on that, like you said. Limiting the gain there.
Battle back under center. Van Eaton behind him. 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Takes the pitch outside right. And fumble on the snap by Van Eaton. He's got nowhere to go. And a host of Panthers take him down for a huge loss.
Huge loss, like you said, about a 10-yard loss.
Going to be a 10-yard loss for the running back, Van Eaton. He was just not able to handle that pitch from the outside from Battle. It looked like a fine pitch. He just got his head up before looking for the Panther defenders, and a host of Panther defenders took him down for a giant loss, and that's going to bring up a long 3rd down. 3rd down and about 16 for the Panthers. Not for the Panthers, for the Wildcats. Panthers hoping to get him off the field here. Van Eaton goes in motion, looking at him again. Let's see if they can bring him down. Cuts to the middle of the field, misses a couple tackles, breaks a couple, but able to be brought down finally by number 32.
That will end the quarter. The Panthers will be forced. The Panthers have forced the Wildcats to punt for the first time.
Cutter Mead on the tackle there to end our 3rd quarter, and we'll be back on Paola Sports Live after this.
Farm Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Back here live with the Louisburg Wildcats punting, a high punt down below. Fair catch signal called. Fair catch signal called by number 1, J.D. Troutman. He receives the ball at the about the 27-yard line. So that's where the Panthers will take over here in the start of this fourth quarter with 11:51 remaining. And Paola's going to have to start scoring here pretty quickly. Going to have to score on this drive to be able to really get back in this game and put some pressure on Louisburg.
Yeah, the Panther defense has stepped up and made some plays, keeping Louisburg off the board in that third quarter, but the offense has not been able to capitalize on those opportunities, being shut out themselves. They had a nice drive the last time, got down to the 30 and stalled out. Now they're still in this game, but they better start scoring and quick. Down 2 scores to start this fourth quarter.
Panthers break the huddle here. Looks like they're a little confusion, maybe missing somebody. 12 on the clock, so they got to get up. Her heavy line on the left side. Running back on the outside, breaks a couple tackles.
Almost
looks like that is back to Younger back in the game. So recovering from that cramp looks like he had earlier.
Well, he was close to breaking
and
that.
Looks like there is a hurt Wildcat player on the turf.
And he's cramping as well. Like I said, it's a hot, humid night here in Paola tonight. That's the second time a player's been down because of cramping, first by Younger, and now, unfortunately for the Wildcats, one of their big defensive linemen is down with the cramp right now.
It's a great look coming out of that. It looked like a little bit of confusion for the Panthers, but they were able to kind of confuse Louisburg as well, overload that left side of the line, get up to the line very quickly, and pitch outside to Younger as Osborne and Younger embrace and get. I'm sure Osborne's excited to have his running mate behind him in the backfield to go on this drive to hopefully get this game within a touchdown.
And that's the big tight end for the Wildcats. That was the one down with the cramp as he limps off the field toward the sideline.
Yes, that is number 10.
Mac Newell.
Yes, Mac Newell. That is a football name, Mac Newell.
That's right. And
that's a big tight end football name, Mac Newell.
And he plays basketball as well. And he's a big center. So
yeah, he's a load. He's a load. Yeah.
So maybe the Panthers can get something going with him off the field. Don't have to deal with his big size on the defensive front.
Osborne here, getting ready to take the snap. Linebackers up for Paola, and they saw that one coming from the very beginning as all 3 linebackers were blitzing right up the middle as the handoff to Younger. It's going to make it a 3rd and short. Looks like he got right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and about 2.5.
And Jet Osborne doesn't seem right now. He went back in his own backfield away from the play and started grimacing again, limping a little bit over by where the official is right now.
A couple injuries he's had throughout this game for sure. So Osborne gets ready, takes the snap, looks back to pass, has the short out on the outside, and a big-time hit by number 22 for the Louisburg Wildcats, Jace Hovey. And he's had a huge game on defense for the Wildcats. And I think Coach Smith is thinking about going for this one here.
You're down 2 scores.
10:50 left in the ball game. There's not very much time left, and you're down those 2 scores. So we'll see what he's got up up his sleeve here because they're going to need something. That out was there. It was not quite enough yardage, I don't think, to get the first down either, though. So the drop pass didn't really hurt them. But let's see what the Panthers can do here on this big-time 4th down play.
They need to convert it right now.
Pass goes back to pass again. And it's going to be, unfortunately, an incomplete pass on the outside to Jace Curley. And Osborne let Curley just a little bit too much there. Curley had enough for the first down, led him just a little bit, and the Louisburg defender was able to break that pass up.
Yeah, I mean, the pass was there, the play was there. Like you said, Osborne missed the throw, threw it a little high, and allowed the defender to get there. If he puts that on his chest, on Curley's chest, it's a completion and a first down. But now the Panthers are really up against it, down 2 scores with Louisburg with the ball at the Paola 35.
10:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Louisburg up 28-14 on the Panthers. Battle under center, takes a snap, hands to Van Eaton, makes a cut to the left side, breaks back to the middle. It's going to be a gain of about 5 yards for Van Eaton on this first down. And outside of really his mistake on that muffed pitch on the outside, he's been really good this game. And as number 10 for Mac Newell comes back in for Louisburg. So that's a good sign. Definitely see if you're a Louisburg Wildcat fan. Glad to see that he's okay and was just some cramps. The Panthers probably would have preferred if he stayed out for a couple more plays, though.
Oh, no, absolutely. But good to see him back on the field and healthy, and it wasn't a serious injury.
Battle back under center, takes the snap, hands back to Van Eaton again, cuts to the left side. Brought down by a host of Panthers there. A couple guys on the ground.
About a yard short of the first down.
Big tackle in the middle by looks like the middle linebacker, 57, yes. 57, Cale Murdoch on the tackle for the Panthers. So big third down, third and short here, about 1 for Louisburg.
Panther defense has fought very well here in the second half. It's just unfortunate the offense has not been able to capitalize on the opportunities, and the Panthers are a little winded defensively.
9:28 here as Battle goes under center. Hands the ball off to Van Eaton in the middle of the field, cuts to the right side, breaks to the outside, and he's got a lane on the outside, and he is going to go in for a Louisburg Wildcat touchdown, and that's going to be a touchdown of 26 yards for Van Eaton on the outside as he was able to elude the first couple tacklers and then break the tackle on the outside, and the Panther defender fell down on the outside on the good block by the wide receiver, and he goes in for a Louisburg touchdown to make this a 3-score game, and we'll see if they can knock the PAT in to make this a 21-point game.
It might be the dagger in the Panthers there. Come back from this one.
PAT is up, and it is good for the Wildcats. So that's going to be a 35-14 lead for the Louisburg Wildcats, and definitely a death blow to the Panthers and their confidence, as well as the defense has really played in this second half. They had their backs against the wall with that short field that the offense had given them, and just unfortunately not able to keep them out of the end zone in this fourth quarter, and that's going to, that puts them up 21 points. Big mountain to climb. Definitely not over yet, but they need something big to happen, and they need to happen fast for the Panthers.
And they need a lot of big plays to happen in this final 9 minutes. Down 21 points, as you said, they need to score every time they touch the ball and hopefully get a couple turnovers or some mistakes by the Wildcats in the final 9 minutes. But it doesn't look very good. But like I said at halftime, it's never over until it's actually over. I've seen some crazier stuff happen.
Especially in rivalry.
In rivalry high school games, some crazy stuff has happened. So it's not over yet. But it doesn't look very good, but it is not over yet.
It could start here on this kickoff on the return here for Xander Meinig back deep. They could use something big here, break a big return, and really get themselves back into this thing. So
absolutely.
Kicking is Lane Riles again. Kicks the ball deep. Takes back, cuts the middle of the field, and there's a host of Louisburg defenders. The first one being number 17, Wyatt Hall, and the big linebacker was there with his arms wide open, ready for Meinig just to run right into him. And he gets back to about the 19-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 19-yard line, and needing something to happen and something to happen quick.
I mean, if you aren't able to come back and win this ball game, it'd be nice just to get some confidence boost going into next week with a nice sustained drive here. Get some more points on the board and make yourself feel a little bit better about what's happening tonight. It's been a rough night for the Panthers, except for that one little stretch where they scored 14 unanswered to get a lead briefly.
Osborne back under center here, takes the snap, and a little quick trap on the outside, chased down by the opposite field corner. Not only is Mason Dobbins a big guy, but he's also very quick as well, able to shut off that backside reverse. So that does bring up 2nd and short for the Panthers, but the Panthers are probably going to be in pretty much hurry-up mode now throughout the rest of this game to be able to get some time back on the clock, use the time to the best advantage they can, and try to score quickly here. Osborne back under center here, takes a snap, hands off, quarterback follow. Actually, no handoff, quarterback followed the fullback, Clayton Younger, and that is going to be enough for a Panther first down.
And we got a whistle, another injury.
Another injury timeout.
It's a Wildcat again. Another Wildcat's down.
Actually,
this one,
it is going to be a Panther down on the ground.
And this one does look a little more serious the way he's rolling on the ground.
Not happy with him, not thrilled with the position that he is in currently.
As Trainer John's out there looking at him. Can't quite.
And I think it is the quarterback.
Is that Osborne?
It is Jed Osborne that is on the turf currently.
Yes, it is.
He definitely wants to get up. Trainers are telling him to stay down for a second here.
He's had a rough night. He's been beat up. He's had a couple nicks here and there. Hopefully this isn't serious. He gets up.
Comes up limping a little bit.
And his hands are behind his back.
He's had a couple injuries for sure. He's played through some pain tonight. You can tell for sure. I think that definitely did not help a couple of the passes that were off a little bit, and looks like it might be potentially a hand injury or something like that. It's looking like he's in a lot of pain. But
opportunity for the backup quarterback here for the Panthers. I believe it's going to be number 7 is the backup quarterback for the Panthers.
Looks like it is. Looks like it's going to be Jasper Logan.
The sophomore quarterback. He's a pretty solid backup too.
6'2", 170 for Jasper. Logan under center, takes the snap and fumbles the first snap there. And looks like he does dive back on it.
How many times you see that a backup quarterback comes in,
that center exchange.
Cold, first snap always seems to go on the turf. Fortunately, he was able to bounce back on it and still get 2 yards out of it.
Pulled away before the center had quite handed him that ball, so it's going to be second and a long 8 here for the Panthers from their own 36-yard line. Panthers looking over at the sideline here, and I'm sure the playbook gets cut down a little bit with the backup in the game.
Absolutely.
So definitely going to need some big play, somebody to make something happen. The Wildcats just load the box as they're expecting run from Younger, and that's what happens. Younger was able to get a few yards on that play, gain of about 3. It's going to make it a 3rd and about 5.
61 Hutzel with the tackle.
3rd and 5 for the Panthers here.
Osborne down here on the sideline getting looked by the training staff.
Not exactly sure what his injury is. Like I said, we are not doctors up here, but we hope that everything is going to be okay with Jet for this week and hopefully as well for the next weeks coming up, because there's a long season left ahead of the Panthers. Under center here, takes the snap to the right side. Looks like he's going to throw the ball. Throws it over the head of the wide open Landon Taylor, and Taylor was open on that, but a little first throw jitters there for Jasper Logan, and so it's going to bring up a 4th and long 5 for the Panthers, and looks like might be kind of the last breath opportunity, and it looks like they are going to punt. Don't want to make this thing any worse than it is. You get to give Louisburg any great field position.
No, here comes the offense back on the field possibly. No.
Looks like they are going to punt this away. Landon Taylor's going to be back deep to punt.
And you don't want to risk injury to your backup quarterback with your starting quarterback already sidelined.
Exactly. Back deep for the Wildcats, number 13, Jackson Cush. And a low-line drive kick as Cush takes it. Almost lost the ball in the hit, and a big hit. Fumble. Little bit of a stumble there, and a big hit by number 25. It looks like Vincent Jones.
Tackler is number 25, Vinny Jones.
Or as the public address announcer said, Vinny Jones, apparently.
Yeah. Sometimes Jeff Hines has a couple nicknames for the kiddos, and Vinny's certainly one of them for Vincent. So nice to hear a little nickname being called.
Well, the Wildcats looking here to close this one out, up 35-14, 21 points here in the fourth quarter with 6:58 remaining. Probably going to keep this thing on the ground if I had to guess.
Oh, absolutely. No need.
Under center for battle. Van Eaton takes the snap and big fill of the hole, and it looks like he is going to fall forward for a couple yards.
And no need to put the ball in the air by Louisburg. You're up 21 points with coming down to 6:40 to play in regulation. You don't want to give the Panthers any hope whatsoever with the turnover, the interception return for a touchdown. You just want to keep the game in your hands and just run out as much clock as possible. Even if you go 3 and out, just run as much clock off.
Just going to bleed as much clock as they can here. in the fourth quarter with 6:26 remaining. Battle back under center. Fullback Moore and Van Eaton behind him. Hand off to Van Eaton on the right side. Stumbles a little bit on the left side. My mistake. Able to break out of a tackle, spin out of a tackle. Quarterback throws a block for him. And the tackling has been definitely a weak part of the Panthers' defense tonight. Van Eaton's a very slippery back, and they've been trying to tackle up high with those smaller statured backs. It's just not going to work. And
it's just been a problem all night. Like you said, it's just been the recipe for the Panthers in this game. It's been porous tackling. Defense has played well in this second half to keep the Panthers in the game. Just the offense has not capitalized on the opportunities. It's just one of those games where nothing's worked tonight. Just hopefully you get through this game without any more injuries to key players or anybody for that matter and get ready for next week.
3rd and 3 for the Wildcats from the Panthers' 49-yard line. Handoff back to Van Eaton. Guy was there in the box to be able to make the tackle. Unfortunately misses the tackle, and he's made lots of people miss. And there looks like there's a Panther down and a
Panther guy gets up, but the Wildcat is down.
Wildcat down, one of their
big offensive lineman. And looks like he might be cramping
big lineman
too.
again down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he's cramping, it looks like. Like I said, a warm, humid night. There's been a lot of cramping tonight. That's the 4th injury of the night, 2 by each team. Hopefully he is not seriously injured. It doesn't look like it from the looks of it. But like I said, we're not doctors up here. We never know what's going on inside anybody's body, but looks like he's getting up under his own power, running off the field.
We'll take a second again to recognize our presenting sponsor, Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Well, the Panthers are looking to hopefully get off the field here on this first down, hopefully able to keep Louisburg out of the end zone here to be able to keep some momentum and have some momentum go into the next week's game. Because as you said before, the defense has played pretty good here in the second half. Just had this one miscommunication able to get the guy on the outside, but looks like we are getting ready to go here. Battle under center, takes a snap, fakes to Van Eaton, is throwing the ball. Throws the ball to fullback Moore on the right side. More stiff arms the defender, number 5 for Paola, but Charles Zeller is able to bring Moore down after a gain of about 15 yards.
Kind of surprising to see Louisburg still with the aerial attack there. Paola coaches aren't very happy with the clock operator right now. The clock was supposed to be running there, but you didn't see the official wind the clock, so it allowed Louisburg to have some more time.
Some more time there. Louisburg is back on the ball here from the Panthers' 27-yard line. Battle back under center. Takes a snap, hands off to Van Eaton on the left side. Makes a guy miss on the outside, and a big-time tackle on the outside by number 10. I guess again, Landon Taylor with the big-time tackle for the Panthers on the right side.
If there's been one bright spot in this game tonight, it has certainly been Landon Taylor. He's got both touchdowns for the Panthers, got a couple interceptions and a couple nice tackles for short gains in this game. He's certainly the MVP for the Panthers today.
Van Eaton was able to make the first guy miss right there at the line of scrimmage, but he was not able to elude the tackle of Taylor on that one. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Louisburg Wildcats from the 25-yard line, from the Panthers' 25-yard line. Battle takes the snap, trap inside, bounces to the outside. Ashton Moore, my mistake, and breaks for a first down. Looks like there is a late penalty flag.
There is a penalty flag.
62 for Louisburg. Has lost his helmet about 3 times this game. Jackson Rooney has lost his helmet about 3 times. So let's see what the penalty flag is here. Maybe a holding on the inside from where that penalty marker is.
Certainly looks like it's going to be a hold or some sort of penalty against Louisburg here. That's after
personal
the play.
Foul. Looks like it is a personal foul. Looks like by my assumption.
And it was a dead ball foul, so
dead
that
ball
down
penalty.
counts.
So
that down counts, and they'll mark off 15 yards from where the
flag happened. So it's going to make it. Yep, make it 3rd down here.
It's going to be 3rd. They're going to see. They're going to mark it off from the 22. So bring it back to around the 37-yard line. 3rd and about 20.
That is where the ball is spotted, actually. I think they take that from the spot of the end of the catch and run for
Makes sense.
for Louisburg, since it was a dead ball penalty and was not live ball. So it's going to make it 3rd and 5.5 for the Louisburg Wildcats as they're trying to run down the rest of this clock, and they've got 6 seconds left here on the play clock. Going to hurry up to the line. Battle getting ready to take the snap. Takes a snap. Pitch outside to Van Eaton on the left side. Van Eaton breaks to the left side. Big-time tackle down low by number 1 for the Panthers, J.D. Troutman. Good tackle low, and that's where you have to tackle Van Eaton because that is his center of gravity is so low you have to tackle him low to be able to bring him down.
Yeah, great tackle over there by Troutman, like you said, keeping the Wildcats short of the first down. Panthers a chance to get off the field here if they can stop them on this 4th and 1.5.
4th and 1.5 here for the Louisburg Wildcats. 3:22 left in our 4th quarter with the Paola Panthers down 21 points, 35-14. It's really been dominated most of the game by Louisburg. Paola had a stretch of about 7 to 8 minutes where they were able to take that lead back, and looks like Louisburg is going to take a timeout to discuss this 4th down situation, hopefully to stay on the field for their sake and be able to run out the rest of this clock. And I'm sure the coach over there on their sideline is hoping to punch this thing in.
Oh, sure.
No mercy taken against your rival.
No, not at all. You want to stick it to them by really running up the score. Now, it's bad sportsmanship to do that, but sometimes in rivalry games, teams get a little carried away and actually like to pile up the score, and it's poor gamesmanship if they do that. But if they're able to just run it in, it's a whole different story. It's if they get it there and have an aerial attack and just start throwing little nuances in there, doing trick plays and everything, that could get a little crazy, have a little confrontation between the teams there. Coaches don't like that, but if they're able to just run it in, then that's on the Panther defense for not getting off the field.
I'm sure some Paola hate runs through Louisburg coach Andrew Harding's blood, as he was a Louisburg Wildcat many years ago, and then came back and this is his first year as the head coach. So this is a battle between 2 first-year coaches. Looks like Harding is going to end up on the right side of this one, but there's going to be lots of battles between these 2 coaches in the years to come.
Absolutely.
Battle back underneath center here. Takes the snap, hands off to Van Eaton on the right side. Van Eaton is able to miss the tackle from the linebacker blitzing in, and it is going to be a first down for the Wildcats.
Those are the backbreakers. You had him stopped. The first initial contact was right at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to shove off that tackle and get just enough momentum to dive forward and get a new set of downs.
Van Eaton with way over 100 yards rushing tonight for the Louisburg Wildcats, probably approaching almost 200 yards.
Oh, easily. Louisburg's got to be close to like 300 to 350
on the ground.
Total offense.
Back under center battle, hands the ball off to Van Eaton on the right side. Van Eaton breaks a tackle or 2. Finally brought down by a couple Panther defenders for about a gain of 3 yards. Looks like number 20 in on the tackle, Cooper Stanchfield. 2nd and long, 2nd and about 8 for the Wildcats as they're just trying to milk this thing down and be able to run this clock out. Get one more first down, they're going to be able to do it. See if the Panthers can hold up, have a little bit of pride here at the end of the game and not let them in the end zone.
Exactly. It's all about pride now for the Panthers. You don't want to see your rival score on you in the final 2 minutes when you're already down 21 points.
2nd and 8.
As the
handoff to Van Eaton as he circles back to the right.
Wow.
And Van Eaton is able to break a couple tackles. He was shut off on the left side of the field. It does look like it's going to come back with a hold, though. When Van Eaton reversed fields, the guard decided he probably should hold the guy so he didn't get tackled in the backfield. And unfortunately, for Louisburg, fortunately for the Panthers, that play is going to come back and not going to stand.
That's the 2nd time on this drive. Louisburg's had a big play down, go inside the 10-yard line, been called back by penalty. Fortunately for the Panthers.
So big-time loss there on 2nd down for the Wildcats. It's going to be 2nd and a really long 18. And the Louisburg student section over there is letting the Paola section here, and of course, because they did, like I said before, bring a great crowd.
Yep.
Just the 15,
they always do. They always
15 minutes over, so short travel for them. They brought a couple buses, looks like. Battle under center, almost got the Panthers to jump off sides. Takes a snap, hands off to Van Eaton on the left side, cuts back to the right, breaks back to the middle of the field, and goes forward for about a gain of about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats.
Should have one, maybe two more plays
52
left in this one.
seconds left here.
Should be the final play.
As Caleb said, looks like they're bringing in some pups, some young pups for this final snap.
And hats off to Louisburg. They brought it tonight.
They did bring it.
They were the better team tonight. The better team won the game. Panthers are going to have to come back next week, build on this, and try to make some adjustments for
and
next
week. As we said last week, the greatest formation in football, you don't want to be on the other side of it, as Paola is this week, but the victory formation goes down for Louisburg, and that is going to do it for our evening tonight as the Louisburg Wildcats come in to Paola, come into the Panthers opening stadium for the opening game of the year and really just control the game and win 34-14. We'll be back with more action, able to break down some more of this game after this short commercial break here at Paola Sports Live.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land with immediate openings for production technician starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
I hate Go Brawley. I miss satellite internet.
Go Brawley. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you love. Edward Jones advisors Curtis Long and Monty Scher are here to help you every step of the way. Curtis and Monty work to discover each person's priorities, then individualize a plan to achieve those goals, sticking with their clients throughout their lives and always there to adjust when unexpected events occur. For over 100 years, folks have planned for their futures with Edward Jones. Plan for yours with advisors Curtis Long or Monty Scher in Paola.
We're back here for your post-game show here on Paola Sports Live, and I want to present our presenting sponsor again, Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. You know, I'd have to say, after the internet problems we had last week, I think Go Brawley must have heard our problems on that and were able to give us a great connection this week
awesome.
here at Paola. So we were able to get this broadcast completely out to you. Hopefully you're able to listen to it here at home. And unfortunately, it was not as good a result as some things to build on. Definitely a lot of areas that that the Panthers can improve upon, and it's a long season. There's a long ways to go in this thing, and as we said before, rivalry games, you never know what's going to happen. Louisburg comes in 0-1, riding probably a little lower than they thought, having to travel all the way down there, coming here. And Paola, coming in 1-0, was really just a drubbing of Fort Scott last week. And the tides were kind of flipped in this game this evening. Paola did show a little bit of fight there in that second quarter. The defense in the second half definitely showed more of a fight, which is good for sure. I think Louisburg maybe threw on the brakes a little bit, had a little bit more, cut the passing out as much, had a lot more running game. But definitely some bright spots in the second half for the defense, and I think the MVP of the game for the Panthers is definitely Landon Taylor.
No question.
With both touchdowns, both long touchdown catches, with a couple interceptions, with a couple great tackles in the backfield on guys that were tough to bring down, really.
Yep.
And so he really was a bright spot for the team on offense and defense.
Yeah, no question. Landon Taylor definitely is the MVP for the Panthers in this one. But like I said before going to break. Before coming back here, credit Louisburg. Louisburg came to play tonight. They came to play. They were the better team. They were the more physical team at every position throughout the field. Like you said, the Panthers had a nice little rally there at the end of the first quarter and into the second quarter where they took the lead, the 14-13, but it was all Louisburg after that, outscoring the Panthers 21-0 after the Panthers took that 14-13 lead. But early in the season, only the second game of the year, no need to get all riled up yet. The Panthers will get this figured out. They're just young. They had a couple injuries tonight. Younger came back. We'll see how severe the injury is to Jet Osborne. Hopefully he doesn't miss any time or very little if he does miss time. And that'll give more opportunities to Jasper Logan, that sophomore quarterback that came on there at the end of the game to fill in for Jet as he was getting treated on the sideline over here for some hand or back injury, something going on down there with him. So hopefully it's not too serious. He can come back. Panthers have another home game next week, so they'll be back here at Panther Stadium against Ottawa, who had a thrashing of Baldwin tonight as we get to scores later on in this post-game show. But this is one where you just take your bruises, take your lumps, learn from it, and go on to next week. Credit Louisburg, though. Louisburg came to play today, and the better team won.
Great effort by Louisburg, and we'll be back with more and checking in on some local scores, some Frontier League scores after our short commercial break here.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us. One patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Louisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Louisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Louisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
We're back with your post-game show live here in Paola, Kansas at Panther Stadium. And not the outcome that the Panthers were looking for sure that we just broke down there. But we have some scores from around the Frontier League before we get any deeper there, and we'll talk about next week. But some scores from the Frontier League. We've got some finals for you. Ottawa at home versus Baldwin. Ottawa put up the next opponent for the Panthers. Ottawa put up a huge number on Baldwin tonight, 68-20. And so that was a big win, big-time win for Ottawa down at home against Baldwin. Bonner Springs did not play great against Eudora. It was at Eudora tonight. Eudora won 55-7. That is a final there as well. The Baser-Linwood and Kansas City Piper game, very, very good game between those two teams, those two squads. Baser-Linwood pulled it out 17-16.
Baser's played 2 games, and they've won by a combined 6 points. They beat Tonganoxie 47-42 last week, and now they hang on by 1 over Piper 17-16 tonight.
And then a final, the game that just went final, Tonganoxie at home against Spring Hill was able to pull the game out 27-24 in that one. And a couple other scores from around the league, not just around the league, but around Kansas. St. Thomas Aquinas, 4A number 2, going into 6A number 1, Blue Valley Northwest, and winning 28-13, winning by 2 scores, St. Thomas Aquinas. And so
that was on the road too, like you said.
Yeah, 4A.
That's impressive.
4A is a bear. 4A is
it's
complete bear with Miege and Aquinas and St. James. And I mean, it's just a complete bear with those 3 teams definitely at the top going and knocking off the defending state champs in Blue Valley Northwest. Some other scores around the league. We gave you the Baser-Linwood, which was the fans' game of the week on K-Preps. Baser-Linwood 17, KC Piper 16. That game, no one scored in the fourth quarter on that one, but some other scores that we had. Topeka Hayden up 35-3 on 3A number 3. Topeka Hayden up 35-3 on 2A number 5 Silver Lake. But definitely some interesting scores out there. I think a couple things that stand out to me was obviously that St. Thomas Aquinas Blue Valley North score. Coming that 4A title is going to be rough at the top for sure, and an opportunity for some of these Frontier League teams that kind of beat up on themselves to have to play some of those top teams that kind of happen. Usually, it just seems to happen at the beginning of the playoffs. So a team like that could be coming into one of these Frontier League teams, and that's going to be rough and tough for sure. But we're not quite there. Only done with week 2 here, but some. Close scores. That Baser-Linwood Piper game, I'm sure that was a great game between those two sides.
That lived up to the fans' game of the week.
Lived up to the hype for sure on that one. The Spring Hill Tonganoxie game was close as well. So these Frontier League matchups have been really close, and I'm sure it's going to be a really close battle in the Frontier League this year. There's a lot of really good teams.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Spring Hill and Tonganoxie, 2 of the best teams in 4A, especially in the Frontier League. Tonganoxie was down at halftime, 10-6, and then all of a sudden they pulled away in the second half. They were up 27-17 with a minute left. Spring Hill scored with 40 seconds left to give himself a chance, and then they messed up the onside kick. It was kicked a little too hard, and Tonganoxie was able to easily recover it. And team as well. They're really, really dangerous, really, really good. Eudora is really good. Ottawa and Baldwin kind of towards the bottom half of the Frontier League, but each one of these teams in the Frontier League is really good. Louisburg is going to fight for it. Paola has a chance if they can figure some things out. It's not just top heavy for the Frontier League. It's all the way through. There's a solid 7-8 teams in this Frontier League that could potentially win the Frontier League title.
Definitely. It's going to be a fun season to watch, fun season for sure. And we'll be back after this short break, after we give our sponsors another read here. Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. We'll be back after this short break, one final time on Paola Sports Live.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Community Pharmacy Redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Louisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
We're back here one final time on this toasty Friday evening here from Paola, Kansas. And I want to go ahead and hit our sponsor again, our presenting sponsor, Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit GoBrawley.com. That goes for all of our sponsors as well. Thank you for allowing us to do these broadcasts, to broadcast these games for those fans that are at home, for those fans that are across the country as well, and listening to Caleb and I tonight call this game, even though it was not the way that the Panthers wanted it to end. But an opportunity to get back on track next week with a matchup with Ottawa. Ottawa had a big win against Baldwin this week, so I'm sure they're going to be coming up high. They see this Louisburg score, and they're going to think, oh, Paola is going to be a breeze over, right? Down 21 points to a Louisburg team that was 0-1 coming in. And so Ottawa, I think, has an opportunity to overlook Paola in this game, and which is right where Paola wants them. And I'm sure that the Paola is going to come out, the Panthers are going to come out and have a spectacular showing next week at home against that Ottawa team.
That's right. And all you want as an athlete, a high school athlete, is to have opportunity to play the sport that you love. And the Panthers have that opportunity next Friday night here at Panther Stadium against the Ottawa Cyclones team, like you said, won by 48 at home against Baldwin. Now, Baldwin has been down for a few years, but it's still cool to see Ottawa put up 68 points on.
It's a lot of points on anybody.
A lot of points on anybody. I don't care how good or bad a team is. You put 68 points on somebody, that's pretty good. So the Panthers are going to have to be ready for that, and the coaches will get the players ready for that game. You don't want to lose two in a row, especially at home. Your first two home games, you don't want to lose at home, period, but especially you don't want to lose two in a row at home. So the Panthers are going to be ready for that. They're going to have to bring the energy because Ottawa's certainly going to bring it as well.
Definitely have an opportunity next week to get off the schneid a little bit, get back above 500. But
absolutely,
next week, this week coming up as well. Tomorrow, volleyball is at Iola. We are not broadcasting that, but obviously have an opportunity to go down to Iola and watch that tournament. It would be a good games. A lot of Southeast Kansas teams in that tournament down there.
And speaking of volleyball, the Paola Panthers ladies won both games at the Triangular in Wellsville the other night, so that was two good wins for them.
Moves them to 5-1 on the year for the volleyball. So having a great year. Had a couple tough sets against Tonganoxie the other night. Great volleyball action. We'll be back at you live as well Tuesday evening at Paola, from home against Eudora. So we'll have a duel against Eudora live here on Paola Sports Live coming up next Tuesday evening. So don't miss that. That's the next time that we'll be live coming to you. JV football this week is going to Louisburg, have that return trip, obviously, from the varsity trip. JV unable to play this past week because Fort Scott didn't have the numbers for it, but able JV to get their first game in for the year. So hopefully that's a good one for them on that end. And then on Thursday, we've got soccer at Paola versus Eudora. Eudora's coming in to play Paola, to play the Panthers, and then tennis is at Ottawa this week on Thursday as well. Actually at home against Ottawa this week. So a lot of things coming up for the Panthers this week, and so a lot of different activities to watch. Obviously, we want you to watch our broadcasts in these games. We want you to come to the games if you're able to, but we want you to go out and support these other sports as well, because there's a lot of great things and a lot of great athletes, just a lot of great kids that are out there competing in these sports. So there's going to be great action in the Frontier League throughout this entire year in all of these sports, but you'll just especially get to see it live with the football action from Caleb and I. So that's going to wrap it up for us on our end. We want to thank you for joining us on the broadcast tonight. Unfortunately, Louisburg did pull out the win 35-14 over your Paola Panthers, but they're going to come back next week against Ottawa. You can catch us live on Varsity Sports Live and Paola Sports Live on Tuesday evening, calling the volleyball game versus Eudora in Panther Gymnasium. For that, good night and God bless.
Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great weekend.
You've been watching Panther Athletics on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.